that way.
Do you have any escapes?
Nope, I'm just tank. I have Cloak of Displacement and
You're a sorcerer. Why are you tank?
I am.
Cloak of Displacement and Mirror Image.
You're relying so heavily on those, though.
Yeah, good.
Like, you're
Yeah.
not an
You have
actual,
to-
you're not a tank.
Right,
If
like
something
that-
finally hits me, it's gonna fucking hurt. But until something hits me,
He's
I'm
an
not-
evasion
The whole
tank.
point,
Yeah.
I have
the
not
whole
been
point of a
hit in
tank-
the past like
the whole
7
point of a
sessions.
that doesn't make you a
aside
tank,
from
though.
AOE.
That doesn't
Okay.
make you a tank. The whole premise of a tank is that he can take hits.
No, you
And
are
still be
wrong.
fine.
In
No, no,
Final
no, no,
Fantasy
no.
11, no, let,
This
let,
is
let me
Final
finish.
Fantasy
In-
11.
Hold
This
the
is
fuck
D&D
on,
5e,
bitch!
boy.
No, this is fucking MMO mechanics. You can be a tank if you, instead of taking damage, evade damage. There is such a thing
An
as a
evasion tank.
basic
Yep.
tank.
So
It's
to
all about
reiterate it.
not taking damage, mitigating damage, or just
To
nullifying
reiterate.
damage.
old WoW, there used to be times where a rogue would step up to tank when the
Mhm.
tank died
For
and
like
be a
30
dodge
seconds.
tank. Yeah, for his little bit of time, like you're down to that last 3% and your tank got blown up one shot, you're just like, Rogue, go in there and tank for us. And he's like, oh, fuck.
The only way that works is if the rogue is really on the ball.
Because
I
he has to
know,
immediately step up. No
In
asking.
fact, the rogue has to know that when the tank dies, they are going to get aggro and be ready to hit evasion like instantly.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
so
get punked.
Yeah,
I can't
so-
imagine what it was like to play old WoW because I never did.
Wow, you know life. What'd you do? Live under a rock? God.
I
Didn't, but because I was too busy playing Final Fantasy 11.
Hold on, wait a minute. There's some backward shit here going on.
No. You were behind in the times.
Brian, you know what? You can talk to me when some of that hair on your back goes back to the top of your head, okay?
Oh my god.
Got him.
Josh, good luck with your character. He's gonna die now.
No, he's not.
You're building a lot of
Hey,
credit
by
with
the
the
way-
game master there.
I remember we were supposed to make a decision about which path we went. Which path did we go down?
So
Demon, I
this
thought.
is how it's
And are
gonna.
demons the intelligent one, or is that devil?
No,
Hey,
devil
both of
is-
you, shut up, both of you. Shh.
Nom 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 nom.
Yes,
nom,
Mom.
nom.
This is how we're going about this. Right now, we are doing the long rest event. We are currently driving to one of the 2 locations. Now, that's entirely how you guys feel like you want to roleplay this, how you want to go out about it. But right now, we are part of the resting portion.
Okay.
So
we still have time to make a final decision, is what you're saying.
exactly. And you also
Okay.
have time to communicate with each other, notify people of things that have changed, talk about stuff that's going on. Occasionally a little event here and there will happen, but this is a time for you guys to discuss things, a time for you guys to go through your resting procedures if you so choose.
So maybe if that's the case, we should actually wait for Boris or Dave to get here so we can have everyone role-playing fully.
Never go with Boris.
Why is it
I was a bit impressed that Boris had his karma coming to him. Boris.
Well, I mean,
But I will say,
they had a fun time.
I
other-
admire the attempt.
So there's one of 2 spells I'm gonna take. If we're gonna go
Well,
the
I didn't want to
devil
go
route,
somewhere where he would get paralyzed.
I'm
and
going
then-
mental prison.
die
If we're
alone.
going, if we're going devil route, I'm getting global invulnerability.
I already got Globe of Invulnerability, so maybe you want to get the other one. Just
There you
saying.
go.
Well, the other one's really only useful if we're going against devils, because if we're going up against demons, their int is probably going to be high enough to pass the check most of the time.
Does anyone
Well-
have any equipment or anything that could use a quick mend?
Hmm.
I should probably check because I
okay.
did just pick up mending.
Oh, cool. So you can get broken things and make them less broken.
That's true.
Mm.
So if we have a definitely not hunter who decides to shatter his bow into his
What's
own
up?
arm,
What's a hunter?
Ranger,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Whatever. Shut up. I was
Got well,
Brian,
well
I was
on the
playing
brain.
for Brian. No, I was playing for the
I
Dinger.
I look at Oz and I reach into I pull out a sack. I reach into it and I hand him a dead imp. I'm like, this is broken. Can you fix it?
Mm.
You are disgusting, Crisis.
I
Why
had a
are you
robot.
carrying that around?
I had
Oz
a.
is going. Oz is going to.
Oh,
Is Oz? So we're on the vehicle, right? You
Yeah.
haven't pulled up the thing, so.
that was Lavina. Just saying.
I had.
Yeah,
I had
I
a
figured.
robot. Larry
Oz
wants
is going
away.
to. I'm gonna assume Oz is doing like the cool edgy thing and leaning against the wall, like the wall of the car or something. And he's just gonna take the imp from Crisis and go, fixed it, and throw it over the edge of the car, onto the road, onto the ground.
Does he?
Splatters
Oh,
on the.
You have to get this thing out of my hand first.
Okay.
You were giving it to me.
Josh,
I
athletics.
no, I didn't. I said, can you fix this?
Josh definitely took it from you.
Oh,
So how did we get the attention?
Brian,
you got it.
Brian, you don't have that. You're not screen sharing right now.
Right. How did we get the attention of this Malar entity anyway?
I look really
Oh, no.
unimpressed at
Oz is.
Oz.
So the roll is on
Go on.
screen.
Yeah, I'm driving it, so I can't really focus while you guys are seeing it. But I do say, my end, sort of like, basically, it's been on my back for years. Oh wow, that
Yeah,
net
I
20.
don't know. So yeah,
Oz is going
you're
to-
able to
Oz
take
is
it out
going
of his
to-
hands.
I see that.
It's like,
Um,
well, if you run into
so
a
yeah,
hellhound,
anyway.
you don't have any dog treats, it's your fault.
So Oz is going to explain. Oz is going to say, he's going to explain everything with Malar. Everything he knows, everything Oz knows about Malar, so that way no one's in the dark anymore.
All right, then go about
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
How do I go about it?
You're Oz.
So Oz is going.
Explain.
Oz is going to sigh after hearing Owen's response and say, "I can't speak for why he's stuck with Malar, but
You talking about Owen?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to say you two don't remember, weren't there, gesturing to Boris and Dahargu.
Mhm.
But when I was going to help what was his name?
Oh man.
Fisk?
No, you don't. It wasn't someone you met. Brian, what was that
Okay.
guy's name? I wrote
You
it.
gotta
didn't
gotta
write it down.
notify him. You gotta narrow it down. Are you talking about the captain of the Hell Riders in Elturel?
Yeah, yep, the guy who
Older.
I went in.
Older Van
Older, that's right.
Ravengard.
Yep. When I went into Older's mind to try and save him, I informed you already that when I went in there, I saw Torm himself fighting Baphomet, right?
Yep.
Fighting Baphomet, towering giants of beings. They were fighting over him. And I had no way to get him out of there without getting us both out of there unscathed. And then I turned around. And Malar, in his, at this point, pretty classic fashion, clapped his hands and offered me a deal. The only way I was getting out of there with Older, and we were getting out of there unscathed, was if I took this deal. Otherwise, we couldn't have gotten Older out of there, and it would have been.
I see.
naught. So I made a deal with Malar. Come to find out, Owen had made a deal with Malar a long, long time ago. I can't
So that's why
pretend.
his attention was even on any of us. Right.
I can't pretend to know what Owen's reasoning or logic was behind making the deal, but I do know that Malar has been with us since the first of us started traveling together. He's been playing
Okay.
his game, and it seems like he's still playing it.
They're in the.
So,
Well, I mean, in that scenario, wouldn't Owen have played more games without knowledge of anyone else?
Look,
Oz is going to glare and not say a word. He's going to glare at Owen and not say a word.
I tried to not get you guys involved. He will try to make worse things cases.
I
And during
thank you for trying not to get any of us involved, but keeping us in the dark now is just gonna hurt us later.
Fair enough.
You can.
I thought it was the best solution then. I think now differently. But Malar
see.
isn't just something he is. If you think devils make deals that are fair or injustice, his are just unfair. Be careful what you do in a case like that, or his involvement with you. Right now, as far as I know, he's right now involved, just connected to me and Oz. But I don't know. He doesn't play fair. He will make things worse.
Why don't you tell them the mission he gave us, Owen?
So I look in a case like this. Supposed to hunt the king of beasts.
He wants us to kill Baphomet.
Wait,
Oh, yeah, remember you telling me.
Oh, man.
wait. Are you? Did he mention just killing him in another plane, like just having a victory triumphant, or physically killing him? Because those could be two
He
completely
wants-
different things. If you have to physically kill this being, it's a death sentence. Baphomet lives on the 347th floor of the Abyss. There is no way you guys are ever going to make it there.
The deal was we work on killing Baphomet,
No.
and Older becomes safe, and we get out. And
Specifically.
the deal I made was, but Older gets out of there unscathed. In return, I have to help Owen kill Baphomet. Whether I make it to that point or not does not matter. I did what I needed to do at the time, and I saved a man's life for it. If that cost me my own later down the line, so be it.
I see.
Either way, we do have a sense of direction of where we need to be for whatever the creature is, and that is at the TMS statue.
And
TMS
believe me,
monument.
Monument there.
And believe me, when the time comes, me and Owen are going to set off and do that, and we definitely don't intend to bring any of you with us.
What's the Tiamat connection again?
Tiamat's the queen of evil dragons, right?
I
That is
yes,
correct.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only location of where it was guided to. I have no reasoning of why.
So you were just given a location, but you don't know why he was there.
Yeah.
Correct.
Wait, I'm missing the context. What's
Was
the
it
Tiamat
was it
connection?
Malar that informed us of
Wait,
this?
yeah. Okay. There's a
Malar
Tiamat
told
location.
us-
Yeah, that's the only part I got. What's the context that makes that
The
turn into
Tiamat
information?
location is where we're meeting to
Yes.
go take on.
That's where the direction is, where
Baphomet.
it told us. Yeah.
Oh,
That's where
okay.
Malar told you he knew
Yeah.
where he would be. But
Yeah.
why would Malar have tabs on a great demon?
I'm not going to pretend to know anything about Malar.
Malar is something that
I can't even trust that this is my own hand I have here.
This could just be another game he's playing.
Of course.
that, or in a case like this, it's still either way we will get punished. Malar isn't something so easily to just deceive, but as you can see, I look at Oz. It seems like there is some ways of tricking him.
So let me ask you this.
I don't recommend any of you play the game we're playing right now. If we can keep playing it and keep you out of it, believe me, we will. And I look to Owen for sort of a confirmation glance.
Sort of a nod if I could.
No one should have to get involved in this if they don't have to.
It's all great and all that you guys have sediments and stuff, but Owen, you might want to keep your eyes on the road.
I was doing a nod. That's what I said. I'm talking. So I am looking, Mister.
Thanks.
Miss. No, I didn't say that.
I raised an eyebrow.
I think he was talking to Brian, not us.
Brian
or
directly.
not
Right.
Lavina, but
Yes, Lavina. Yeah. Metagaming.
I just have to be difficult. You know that.
All right. Anyway, yeah.
So you guys have a whole lot of interesting background stuff going on. So what has he done in the past for games? Like, what can he do? What has he put you through? So we know, like, what could possibly happen. So, because like I said, if it ends up being something like we're hunting a greater being of some sort, and down the line he ends up throwing us into one of it.
He's a violent creature that likes to see bloodshed and specific targets taken out. In case of that, sometimes it's killed the most creatures, like a time at the graveyard when I accidentally rant out and actually say the truth accidentally.
Oz is going to look in like the graveyard. What? There was a game at the graveyard?
Yes. Basically, it was where all those undead creatures were coming after us, and I wasn't the motivation to kill a lot.
Yeah,
So
I
the
remember you
game
being
was you kill more than us.
really motivated. Master of
Hold
yours.
on.
Indeed
Hold
it
on.
is.
Wait a minute. Millar always asks for gives the winner a prize, and the loser
A punishment.
gets reprimanded. What was the prize and what was the punishment, Owen? I don't want any beating around the bush. You better spill right now.
I thought you just hated undead.
Yes, indeed. That's no.
What happened in that?
I was granted a wish at that moment, but there were
What did
consequences.
you wish
with-
for?
I tried to hold it.
Oz, even if prying it, it seems like he may have something constricting him, keeping him from saying it. He seems to be beating around the bush, but not for a specific reason. He may have paid a price more than we can think of.
Let's just say this: if I didn't say it, do the wish, things would have gone really badly for the party. I took a price. Yeah.
Whatever
you
you say,
able-
Owen.
Are you able to speak of that price you paid?
I sense closer to death than I ever felt before. After that.
So,
Yeah.
at a game, number-wise, if Chuck ever goes down, he rolls a 1d100. 80 or below, he instantly dies.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That was the price.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Wait, that
good
was
to
the price
know.
for your hold on, out of game. That was the price for the reverse time thing? Seriously?
Correct. Yeah.
Holy shit.
So that's just the number-wise for it. For the other two, just to let you know, when last session, when Chuck was getting really close, that's why he was really frantic and trying to...
Yep.
being like, why is everyone leaving me with this one bug that can, one-shot me at the point I'm at? Can someone heal me, please? Please, please.
But metagame, we don't know that that's his price.
No.
You know that
Other
he's
than that-
closer to
other than
death.
Closer to death now.
Okay.
He's
Speak your mind, Miko.
You seem to sense your mortality a lot more than you had in the past.
That's right. I've
So-
been,
What's your story, the Hog Room? You just joined us recently. We're towing your motorcycle in the back.
mhm.
I've listened, and you don't seem to be carrying any coin of any sort except for soul coins on you. I'm just kind of
Right.
curious how you lived about the wastelands.
I've been a sole survivor. I've had to travel alone. The few people that I've met have all died or been hunted by the devils. And I stole that bike from one of the gangs of the wastelands, and I've been riding around just being a survivor. I've also, originally, of course, I came here as I was a detective hunting down a serial killer who came through a portal.
Alright.
And but after I was here for a month or so, I kind of gave up on hunting him because I've seen no indication that he has survived. I don't know if anyone could have made it this long. But
How
You say
dangerous?
that,
Well, you
but
did.
you did. Yeah.
How
well,
dangerous is this
Oz
serial
and
killer?
Crisis at the same time. You did.
I suppose it's possible.
How dangerous is this criminal that you
That's,
pursue?
yes, yeah. How dangerous is the serial killer?
It's very, very dangerous.
What
in
was
the-
your
he-
plan if you ever encountered him?
I was going to imprison him in a binding spell.
Hmm.
So you came here as a detective to hunt a serial killer who you would need a binding spell to help you capture. Alone?
That's quite something.
I didn't realize that the portal would take me here.
Fair enough. How did this portal even open up on you? Oh,
I was hunting him throughout the ironworks where he had taken like 5 children and impaled them on chains. And he killed my partner by dropping him into the magma, and then I chased him through this portal. And while I was hunting him for a month, but then I lost the trail, and at this point I've just been surviving.
Oz is going to mutter to himself. He's going to kind of zone out for a sec. He's not even going to look like he's... And he's going to zone out and he's going to say, Ironworks. Hide the
Right.
screams. No one would hear him. The man knows what he's doing.
I tell Drahagu, well, if we ever get a hold of this guy,
What
you
is
know, like I
what
shake,
does he look
I
like?
shake the chains I have hanging from my waist.
His 12 different manacles he has on his belt.
Yes.
Cop takedown number 2,
Uh,
3, 4.
70. Yeah, anyway. Oz is going to ask, so why don't you describe him to us?
All
mean,
right,
You have
he's
7 years here ready to pair his
he's
ears.
he's a black dragonborn, of the black dragons,
Mm-hmm.
and
Well, it gets me curious because usually Dragonborns are generally noble. I haven't met any Dragonborns. Morazar over there is quite the gentleman, but I haven't met any Dragonborn that have been
I would have to say
that
that
vile.
Master Morazar represents his people admirably, and
I think he considers
I do
himself.
what I can.
I think he considers himself something of an artist.
Artist. In the name.
He likes to
crazy
create.
to
He
boot.
likes to. He
Great.
likes to. Yeah, he likes to create spectacles out of his killings. Not that he likes to necessarily be there to be caught, but he likes when you find the bodies that there's some sort of artwork out of it.
So
I
he's
didn't-
a narcissist.
Catch his name
Yeah.
again?
Calgan,
There.
the Butcher of 12th District.
Does this name ring a bell to me?
It would not ring
Brian.
a bell to anybody.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll
we
keep
hear
watch.
anything about a black dragonborn or a man named Calgan, I guess we
Right.
know where
No,
to go.
you know me. Hunting is a part of everything.
Morhizar, I have to ask.
He also can play a violin.
Oh, and
Morhizar,
that
I
isn't
have to
creepy at all.
What is it all?
That's an important detail, I
How
suppose.
common is a black dragonborn? I mean, I know silver
Not very.
dragonborns like you are rather rare.
Yes, most dragonborns are generally like a green or a brown. Having them as, the primary colors is actually pretty uncommon. Even rare is not as common as most would actually think. But black and silver are definitely on the more rare side.
You want to color that? I think that could be more rare than you would be a platinum, huh?
Indeed.
Speaking of,
Well,
your friend, the dragon there, Morhizar. You never quite told us what that was about.
What dragon?
Is she your ex? Is that what it is? Eh?
Oz
No.
is gonna look at Lavina and then look
Uh-huh.
back to Morhizar and be like,
is-
"Really?
Are you
Not-
talking about Ilyana?
It
Yeah.
is not a relationship in which you would think, and I really do not care to explain.
oh, yeah.
Aw. We're all opening our hearts here, man.
Sooner or later, things might be.
I believe it's safest for everyone if I remain that, not spoken. I am sure I will tell you all one day, but
Oz
it
is
not
gonna
today.
Oz is gonna say in Dwarvish to Morhizar, he's gonna be like, "Is it something to do with Torin?"
No,
I
nothing
see.
to do with Torn.
My question only is as with me, would it endanger the party?
Nope, quite the opposite.
I tell Morzad, don't worry. So long as you're true to your heart, I'm sure you'll find the right woman one day.
Oh.
Well, let's turn around and look at you, Crisis.
Ooh.
he found the right woman
Cri-
several
Cri-
times.
Yeah, Oz is gonna turn to Crisis because it looks like Oz is standing right next to Crisis. So he's gonna turn to Crisis and bump him with the shoulder and go, "So,
Hmm?
a secret fiance
babe.
and a love affair turned sour, huh?
Well,
Sounds like the workings of a
in my
romance
defense,
novel
I
to me."
thought every living soul in Elturel was damned to hell. And
That is really violent for a paladin.
Have you met our very large half celestial friend here?
and at the time, I was somewhat in despair and had no imagination that there was any possibility of
Hmm.
saving those.
And then you hear Boris awakes up from
Oh,
sleep.
it seems you have woken up. We're just we've just been talking to everybody.
Oh,
Are we actually driving still?
Yes, I
Yes.
am
Boris, my
driving.
friend.
Yes.
I'm just talking
Yes.
and driving.
Boris is confused. Where are we?
We're driving.
Yeah,
Okay.
We've been driving about, just talking about everything.
You want to see the map?
The map? Sure.
Oh no.
No.
I need a wisdom save from you, Boris.
I haven't even got my character sheet up yet. Give me 5 seconds.
He just woke up.
Map.
Oh,
Migraine.
load D&D Beyond, load.
Your wisdom, I don't think you have that high enough wisdom, right?
I have a decent wisdom, I think. I think it's my intelligence that's horrible.
Your
I
wisdom
could-
is
so.
0.
Is it?
It's,
Okay, well.
Oh my god.
Well-
Okay, so
I realize it's hard to
On
understand.
another note, hi Dave.
Hi.
Damage.
How was work?
You're gonna take
Good.
4 psychic damage.
Okay.
You
I'm
can
gonna-
thank
I'm gonna-
Meko for being a dick.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch him.
You guys are having this fight. I'm like, don't make me turn this car around.
Does he try to like?
What's your added strength?
+7. Oh, that's a save. +3.
+3. Yeah, you just
Mhm.
kind of ding off of him.
Listen, it's the principle of the matter. At least he got hit, even if it didn't
Enough
hurt.
with all the fighting. We
Look,
don't
I
have
understand the map's hard to read.
perception check in front of me. Oh,
I'm
how
not,
it
I'm
looks.
not trying to say anything about barbarians.
So
What did I see?
so we kind of got off
Goliath.
track here. We got off
Or
track here,
Goliaths.
but wow. So what's your story, Boris? We're just kind of
That is
Yeah,
good
gotta-
question.
got any secrets or anything that you want to share with everyone? Because it seems like everyone's pouring their heart out.
Boris came here from his chief, Boris,
Uh,
and his sister, Boris.
Boris
Oz,
is from village.
Oz, why the hell are you
Sorry.
imitating Boris here?
Right now, like I'm imagining Oz looks like Boris right now.
Oz only shapeshifted his face and mimicked Boris's voice.
Lol.
Okay.
Now you're getting punched in the face.
Wow, it's pick on Boris.
Yeah. No, Boris
Boris.
is from village. Is tradition in Boris's village. Every generation sends out their greatest warrior to fight this great evil. But also they don't tell you what the evil is, so I just kind of wander.
You're back.
So
It's my
and then I
great
found you.
Did you have to fight any of the other villagers to prove you were the greatest?
No, it was weird. They kind of seemed happy to see me go. It was really weird.
Oh,
Oz,
they must realize
Oz is
how
gonna,
much-
Oz
how
is
much
gonna put
evil
his
is-
hand over his mouth and just kind
Well.
of like really, like you can tell he's really trying not to laugh.
But
So
I must
hard.
fight
Oh,
this
or-
great evil for my people.
Lavina walks
What?
over, puts her hand on your shoulder, and goes, "We'll find this great evil for you. You'll be a
You've
hero."
come to the
You-
right place to
Why
find
not?
great evil.
Indeed.
I think you are like fulfilling your people's will.
Yeah, when they told me to go find this great evil, I don't know what to do after because they told me not to come back.
So
Wow.
let's ask you this: you want to tell us about your family?
Boris, he has a dad and a mom. Never knew them really, so
How,
I know they're there somewhere.
how long have you been fighting this great evil?
What day is it?
I look
That's
up.
actually
I look up at the sky. Yeah. No.
How much?
I look.
It is Thursday.
Now I am led to understand that there's not actually like a day-night cycle, right?
No,
Is that right?
There is not. There is not.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, month give or take.
Well, at least that's a month of worthy fighting and worthy trial.
Oz is going to actually kind of stop laughing and look at Boris, and he's going to say, "Well, whenever you find this great evil, you're welcome to come back to Phandalin with me.
Yeah,
There's
then
always
the,
a place for adventurers."
What's in
Why are you
Phandalin?
being
Maybe the
nice
point
to
of
me?
that.
I just
Yeah, there's a
joked.
lot of great evil in Phandalin.
Yeah.
I believe there was a dragon there once. Or am I
There was.
misinterpreting?
Dragon, you say? Boris is attracted to dragon.
Oh, there you go.
Oz is gonna chuckle. Oz is gonna chuckle and say that the biggest dragon there now is my adoptive mother. So I wouldn't feel too, I wouldn't be too fearful of Phandalin.
I would actually
Though
be that.
my father used to tell me of intelligence fights, or my adoptive father used to tell me of fights he had in Phandalin, of battles of wits with beholders, and of course he was one to fantasize his stories to make them more entertaining. So I can never tell what's legitimate and what's not. Though with how skilled he truly was as a bard, it does not surprise me that he got into some rather
Alright.
And
Weird
my
shenanigans.
mentor Torin told me great tales of their adventures through
Wait,
Phandalin as well.
wait. Torin? So you named
No,
Guard
yes,
Drake
my
after
guard
mentor?
Drake. Yes,
Or
my
Guard
guard
Drake
Drake.
your
I
mentor?
named it after my mentor.
No, this is Lavina asking because she doesn't know this.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I named my guard Drake after my mentor. Yes.
And his
Oh,
mentor
okay.
Torin traveled with my adoptive father, Leonthorn Petlamine, and from what I know, they found the wellspring of magic in Phandalin together.
Time
Yes,
is
and there was this necromancer there or something of that sort, and Torin felled this great evil in one fell swoop with his sword. And cleaved him in half and set him ablaze with radiance, and he fell down right on the spot.
I start clapping my hands.
perception check of what?
He was also a paladin, like you, Crisis.
Clap harder.
Wow. All right.
Hold
Driving
on,
and
guys.
driving.
Hold on. Shit crashed. I'm sorry. What did I heard yes, and there was this necromancer there.
Yeah, you don't
That's
have to
what I-
worry about it. He was just telling the story.
Yeah, I was
It
telling a
was
story
a
about
tall
how
tale.
Crisis, or
What-
how Torin one-shotted the boss from the last from that campaign.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oz is gonna say, you know, that doesn't surprise me. My father told a much different story, but yours sounds much
Fair.
more plausible.
I heard
I
tales.
liked his
Oh.
story. That was a good story.
Although
heard-
it was all thanks to your adoptive father, because he did silence the necromancer, so he could not cast magic. So the fight might have gone much worse had your adoptive father not silenced the
Wait.
bad guy.
Wait, what? That was the monk. That was my monk that did the silence.
Oh, was it? Oh my
Yeah.
God. I forgot. My memory is not the best.
No, just
yeah.
role play it out. Role play it out.
All right. I guess
Well,
you
I
can
guess-
go.
Torin must have forgotten or lost in translation. My bad.
That was years ago. Our mentors are not as young as they used to be, though. Mine seems to forget that.
Heard there
sometimes.
was a demonic monk that went crazy and killed something over there too.
Thanks, Luke.
Ah, the monk.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
have
heard
heard
about
of the
him.
crazy monk.
Yes, the monk that has gone crazy.
My father said my father described the monk as no fun quite often.
Let's just say that he lost his nerve that time. I heard from what I heard from the stories.
Where would you have heard stories of, Owen?
I hear stories everywhere.
No, he's
Travel.
a hunter. He traveled. It's not.
Oh, well, I guess that makes sense.
I done my thing, and everything. How does the roads look right now? Pretty nice, right?
You hear out in the distance a man yelling towards you. He's just like, "You don't look like adventurers. Please assist me."
In common?
In common.
Just-
We
we
can
see
hear
the-
him over
do we
the
see-
engine of the giant murder
But I
minivan.
don't.
Do we see this person or just hear them?
Do I don't know if that's a
You
trap.
see,
If I
you
can
see
tell.
a Tortolan running through the wasteland, and behind him are spined devils, but they seem to be a little more unique than what you're used to.
I'm going to Oz is
oh,
going to yell to
oh,
Owen.
perception
Stop
check.
the-
Perception check. I want a perception check right now.
This is passive perception.
Oh,
time.
God.
Oh
my
God. Oh, no.
What do I see? Nothing.
Chucky,
rock and
Chucky,
ride.
your
Oz-
eyes are too
Oz is
focused on the
also-
road to make sure that you don't flip the vehicle, that you are unable to pay attention
Oz is
to where
also
going to
do a perception check. +4.
You see nothing.
You're able
Can
to
Boris
pick
do a
out.
perception check?
Oh my God, guys! You're fine.
Listen, I got +4 to perception. I gotta know.
You were worse than him.
I do too. I
well.
rolled better than you. Now
Yeah,
shut up.
Okay. Well,
You're able to see 10 spined devils chasing this Totorlin. You're also able to see that he is trying desperately to run after you.
Driving. No, wait.
Do the devils look like they are actually mad at the Torlin? Is that like
Yes,
they're chasing with the intent to kill?
Yes.
I'm gonna say those spine devils look like they're gonna kill that weird turtle guy. We have to help him. Pull over. Stop the vehicle.
Turn around. I turn to the right.
Okay. I can't move it.
Okay. Okay. So.
Bring her about.
Ba, ba,
Where
ba,
was
ba. Oh, looks like it's going to be the players first.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Go into
Alright.
notes on Avernus.
Notes
Today?
on Avernus.
Today,
Oh, no.
at 6:50, I listed out the order. It's going to be Morhazar,
Hmm.
Boris, Owen, Dahagru, Crisis, Oz.
Okay.
Aw, I'm last.
Go ahead, Morhazar.
Okay. What's your
I know it's coming.
You think you do, but I don't think you do. Because I don't really think I want to dump my load on just 10 spine devils.
I'm sorry.
There's no-
So,
What?
That is a word.
yeah, I don't want to dump my load.
Yeah. He doesn't want.
Oof.
Okay,
You know.
do your
He is-
move, please.
He is managing his spell slots like a true magician.
All that talk
Alright.
about ladies apparently got him going.
I guess.
Hold
So
up.
I'm going to go ahead and do a... Let's go with second level ice knife.
Alright, what's the range on that
Wherever
one?
I can hit the most of them.
What's the range
So
on
the
it?
range is, one sec, it is a 5 feet.
No, I'm saying
circle.
total range.
Oh, it's 60 feet.
Cool.
You're not close enough for any of them.
Is there a meta
No,
magic
when-
feat that you can
When
use?
does Lavinia go? After all the players?
Yes, because she falls under my jurisdiction.
I don't think
Oh,
I've got
okay.
the extend. I don't think I've got the extend range one.
Is there one though?
There is.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got careful spell transmute and power. Well, I guess since I don't have the range for my normal spells, I'm just gonna say fuck it, and I'm gonna throw down a fucking ice storm.
That's dumping your load.
Yay!
There's only one 4th level spell slot. I've got 3 of
No.
them, and then
What's
I've
the-
got
what's the
2
range?
5th level and 1 6th level.
20?
It's what? Ice storm? It's 300 feet.
No, I'm
So you
saying
have plenty of
circle
range. What's the
circle
radius?
20-foot cylinder, yes.
Don't
There
do
you
it
go.
over the explosive barrels.
Ice can't set off an
I'll save
explosive
those other
barrel.
ones.
Yeah, I don't see how that could happen.
Yeah. If anything, I'd make it so they couldn't float.
Ripperoni.
And they all must make a Dex 17, and they take 2d8 bludgeoning, 46 cold plus 5, or
Dex
half.
17, you say?
Yeah.
2,
And it makes the whole place
3,
like bad
4,
terrain, right?
5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna
Dex
slow him down
difficult
too.
terrain.
1,
until the
2,
end of my
3,
next turn.
4. Spine devils have wings.
Aw.
Oh,
Guys,
yeah.
4 fail. So what's the damage type? I mean, damage total?
2d8 bludgeoning, 46 cold plus 5.
I have a. What was the difference?
Your mic is really
28.
weird.
And I'm going to go ahead and do. Hold on.
My mic was up and I didn't realize it. I have a question. Out
yeah.
of game, when this turns over.
And I'm going to use a sorcery point to re-roll the 2 1s and the 3. Really?
Wow.
Okay, so literally no difference. Okay then.
Yep.
Sorry.
Alrighty. then.
Well,
Wow.
so all right. Question. Misty Step. What's the difference if I cast Misty Step at like 2nd level versus 5th level?
None.
You just
There
burned a
is
higher
none?
level slot.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it just lets you do it to burn a higher level. There's no actual benefit other
Right,
than
same-
if
same-
you run
same
out
thing
of
if-
spell slots. Right.
Same
got
thing
It.
if I cast Warding Wind at a higher level, it does nothing new.
It
yeah.
just
It just
allows you, to
allows
cast
you
it
that
more
if you
times.
burned
I got
out
it.
all your low levels, you can still cast said spell.
Right. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. That was all.
Okay. So you were able to take out 4 of them with that storm. There's 4 of them looking very tattered, but they're
Blam.
still charging strong.
Okay.
It's torn. Unless you have a bonus action.
No, I don't.
Okay.
So Torn. Yeah, he's gonna just Eldritch. Go as close as he can, and then he's gonna smite one of them.
Okay. What's the hit?
It is. Now. Plus 10 to hit, 2d8 radiant.
Alright, so he's going to hit one of the ones that you've already damaged and take that one out of the equation.
And that would be all for more.
Alright, next player. Boris.
Owen.
Boris.
Oh, Bowen. Boris, yeah.
Boris. So can Boris tell what those barrels are?
Oh man.
No.
Can you read?
Nope.
No.
Okay, well, Boris wouldn't have the knowledge to know hits that they would. I mean, obviously, I could see him and say they probably explode, but
Boris would.
Boris would not. Boris is gonna. Man, why do they gotta be so far away? Are we stopped at this point?
Yes.
To
Yes,
the right.
we are.
Okay,
Still.
Boris is gonna hop the fuck off and get closer,
But we had the. What was that again? I have my notes, but.
and then he's gonna throw a boomerang at one of the spike fuckers.
Spike fuckers.
Man,
It is returned to you.
sucks. I'm gonna do it again.
What's your added?
Much better.
Plus 10. 'Cause I'm using the razor sharp boomerang.
Alright, perfect. So that one hits. What's the damage?
1d4 plus 6, and then they gotta make a con save of 12.
Well, he makes that con save.
Damn it.
And you did 7 damage?
Yes. Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
And I guess, where's my boomerang now? Oh, it's over there. Okay.
What? No.
Oh, Jesus.
That's the biggest
Whoa.
boomerang in the world.
that.
Boris
Yeah.
has the power of God.
Alright, next player. Owen.
Hey. From here, can I do a perception again to see if those barrels were explosives?
Yeah.
yeah.
Now that you're stopped, you fully know what those barrels are. You have seen them a dozen of times, and you're just like, this is my moment here.
This is the moment. All right, I shoot the
You know what you
barrel.
were sent here to do.
Don't you have an explosive bullet or something too?
And you
Yeah.
kill the turtle.
Goodbye, Turtle.
I told you this is gonna be a bad
Chucky, what
situation.
what damage type did you choose?
It was fire.
Of course it was.
Oh,
You might hit Boris and shit, dude.
Well, we'll see.
It's a chance you're gonna have to take.
Why is it? Thank you. Build the circle.
Oh no.
Oh.
feet. I didn't
Man,
know it was
Fantasy
30
Grounds is just being a dum dum right now.
Oh man, it's like Michael Bay.
Oh.
Oh,
Is he in it? Is the turtle in it?
he's on the side. He can deck save and be fine.
Yeah, it's a deck save, all right.
I'll give him
He's
advantage.
a
He's only halfway.
turtle.
He's only halfway in the square.
Two
Oh, he
people
made it.
saved.
Yeah, it was the Devils, not him.
The turtle
No, it was him.
jumped into his shell with quick speed. The other two explode into a billion pieces.
You see Boris see in front of him a giant explosion. Like, he's like,
The
Boom.
tips of my beard is singed.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you don't have the comb of beardmancy to grow that back instantly.
Yeah, 'cause someone.
mm.
Pouring
Yeah, who
breeze
did
in
that?
the air.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I wonder who did that.
Yeah, fuck that guy. What an asshole.
All right, I
Boris would have been such a great beard
Two more
dancer.
shot. Yeah,
perfect. What's the damage type?
Oh.
that would. It's gonna be acid.
Very good. You see this one kind of turn into a liquid goop as it falls to the ground.
And then shoot the other one.
What's your added?
Plus 10.
All right, perfect. That one hits.
Acid.
This one as well falls to the ground,
Melts into a puddle.
melted into a puddle.
Wait.
So after a little bit, the Tutorial walks over, or after the fight, and he's completely out of breath. And he's looking about, and he's just like, I am so glad none of you are devils, or demons, or oh, I guess you guys have a celestial style aura, but at least you can be reasoned with. Thank you kindly for saving my hide from those.
And who are you again?
I will not give you my name.
Well, then this is not gonna be an easy negotiation now, isn't it?
Because I am, before and foremost, a man of manners.
Hmm.
I wish to know the names of my saviors before I give my own.
Oz is going to hop down in response to this, and he's going to shapeshift into his human form and walk up to the what are they called? A Tatorlin?
Yes.
Okay, he's
A
gonna walk
tortle.
up to the Tatorlin. A turtle. Okay, he's gonna walk up to the turtle, reach his hand out, and go. The name's Oz Petlamine of the Noble Petlamines. Pleasure to meet you,
Yeah.
Mr.
Dust two.
Oh.
And
Thus
he's-
two?
Dust two.
Dust two.
Dust two. Yes. He reaches his hand out and he shakes your hand. He's just like, thank you for your compatriots for their amazing firepower that they have. It seems that they made quick work of those devils that were giving me such a hard time.
So what did you do to piss off that many devils in the
Well,
middle
that-
of the wasteland?
Well, that's a tale for, if you have some time, I can tell you of it.
Well, get on board in a case like this.
Does he look hurt? Does he look hurt and stuff? Or does he look
Mm,
pretty
He-
unscathed?
He looks tired but unscathed.
I'm
let's
gonna
keep-
say, why don't you come onto the vehicle and rest?
I thank you for the kind offer, but I feel as though I need to make headway in the opposite direction you're facing.
That is why. What?
He's
Where
going
exactly
the
are you
other
headed?
way.
I need to head for the river Styx.
Are you going to drown your sorrows?
I was thinking of taking a mighty good swig. Maybe I'll bring you a bottle later.
Hmm.
Insight check?
So this guy's completely insane.
Yeah. Can this insight check be for his sanity? It's a +8 to insight.
You know that the guy is just joking with you and is perfectly sane.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Turtles are humanoid, right?
Yes. They're a playable
Oz
race.
is going to say. Oz is gonna say, you know, I've never seen someone. I've never met a turtle before. This is new to me, and he's gonna shapeshift into a turtle.
Oh God.
This turtle, because he's never seen one. This is the first one. He wants to practice.
It's like looking in a sexy mirror.
Oh my God.
He's
Boris
gonna
is- Boris is gonna walk away.
he's gonna turn back and he's gonna turn back to the party and say, I like this guy.
See, I didn't realize turtles were known for their humor.
Don't know.
Many
But
are not,
inside-
but when you've been in this hellscape for quite some time, it does a number on your
Looks
thoughts,
You see-
humors, and processes.
experience.
Oz is going to mimic his voice and go, yes, the processes. We know all about those, don't we, guys?
I actually do ask him, like, you have experience around these areas, that which path, the direction to the, the pathway to the devils and demons, right?
Oh, sir, there's plenty of devils and demons everywhere in.
No, the path, was that the path to devil somewhere? What was it called?
Oh, you guys are trying to get yourself across without having to go through the abyss. Ah, so you're going to be taking one of the two pathways, the fork in the road, if you will.
Correct.
One leads into a candy wonderland, and the other leads you into a very dark and spooky forest. One has more reward, but the other is an easier path.
All right, and tell us, is there any things you recommend trying to go either
Not
path?
dying is the best recommendation I can give you.
Fair,
Because
fair
dying
enough.
here
It is a solid
becomes the devil.
recommendation.
Again, I quite like this gentleman. He seems to know what he's talking about. Are you sure we can't convince you to come along?
No, I cannot come. Because, as I've said, I need to head. Perhaps our paths may come again. But that might
If
be
they
for
do,
another
give
time.
a shout out.
Any?
But before things, I guess I shouldn't leave you all off without any true reward for saving my hide. So I tell you what, I can give you. He hops into his shell, and you kind of hear like rummaging around, kind of like metal pieces and everything just banging about. You hear like glass shattering and whatnot, and he comes out and he has like a
Starting to get
handful.
sick to my stomach a little.
He comes back out, and you see him holding like a plethora of different magical items. And he's just
boy.
like, "You guys are So the story, to put it long story short, for the reason they were chasing me was I stole from their horde. So I guess you can take one of these wares that I stole from them. No idea what any of them do, but
So wait,
Can I do an insight check on
Arcana
the
check.
items? Yeah,
I'm
doing
doing
checks.
it. Well,
what was your insight for?
I don't know if I don't think it's insight. I spoke wrong. It's whatever is to see if
Identify
I know
as
the items.
is Arcana, and you failed that
Okay,
one.
then
Or
Arcana.
Hussar?
Okay, that's a
You
push.
definitely
Oh,
don't
God.
recognize any of them.
That.
Tell the
I'm
turtle.
doing an
Call,
Arcana check on it.
call
too.
me impressed.
Arcana check on me.
Mr. Wizard,
I can do that as well.
+8 to Arcana. Hello.
Right.
All right, so
Yes.
let's go to Hargrew. Let's go Crisis. Let's do Owen. Let's do Boris. Let's get them all out of the way now. All
So I got a
right,
16.
who did I label third? Owen?
Yeah,
Yes.
What's your added to Arcana?
+0.
So I have the highest at 16.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, because his is +8.
You are able to identify that he has 2 rings, 2 armors, 2 cloaks, and 2 gauntlets. You're able to
Alright.
identify one of these.
I will investigate a gauntlet.
All right, there's 2 different gauntlets. One has protruding plant-like aspects to it, and the other seem to be covered in purple runes.
Purple runes is really what I'm more interested in. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
You are able to identify them as plague bracers. They are bracers that allow you to cast a curse onto a target once a day.
So, Brian, is there what do these items look like
Yeah, can
before
you describe them?
Yeah,
before we-
what do the other items look like?
All right, so let me just go down the line. You have a javelin. There. You have one cloak that is blacker than the black, blackish black. You have a bright white cloak with musical notes on it.
Oh,
You
God.
have leather armor with a musical note on it. You have a ring with crossbones, a ring with a bone tooth on it, and plate mail with blue runes on that.
Okay.
Oz is definitely going to be looking at the cloak with musical notes. He's going to be
I'll look at the
staring
cloak,
at it.
at the black.
Plate mail with runes?
Yes.
Yeah. Plate mail with
I
runes.
did ask stolen to the terminal, like stolen. Does that mean that?
I can't be giving all of these away, you know?
Of course.
It
Of
was-
course.
Because I, risked my hide for these.
Mm,
What would-
So one collectively. I
And then
feel,
trade for whatever else.
yeah.
Well, then, would you mind telling us the properties of these magical items? Or wait, no, he said he
He
didn't.
says he
already
doesn't
said
know,
he didn't
yeah.
know. Fuck. Damn it. And none of us can figure it out except the one.
I will give you 5 of my anti everything napkins.
I don't
The
have
napkins.
any need for a napkin. He
You
kind
never
of
know.
he dangles his scarf in front of him.
Oh no, is that anti everything scarf? Dude, this deal is broken.
Oz is gonna reach into his bag and pull out one of his 5 stoppered bottles filled with colored liquid. They're just colored water. But he's going to look at the turtle and he's going to
I pause Oz for a second. Maybe you should let others negotiate before, because sometimes your negotiations.
Yeah, I don't need that hogwash. Maybe you should have one of your other ones over here.
Boris is gonna take out one of his boomerangs and offer it in exchange for one of the items.
So let's do it this way. I believe you should probably choose one of you to come over and pick an item of his choice, and then we'll barter for the others. I believe that would be the most fair.
My favorite thing to shoot.
Oz is gonna turn back to his changeling form and give the best puppy dog eyes he can. Be like, please, please, please.
Well, I would
please."
say Derhagu should choose
He's
For
the
the
one I identified
party,
it, to be
because-
fair.
for
All right.
for various reasons.
So, I suppose I'll grab those plague bracers. Just because I identified them.
All right, there you are. You
Okay.
can have these. I hope that you tried to be rather careful with those. I don't know anything past of them being very mean to both enemy and ally.
So wait, which one did he
I,
pick?
I will study the plague bracers.
Plague bracers. Oh.
If you're looking it up, you're not going to find it.
I'm
No, I
not. I
did-
was just writing it down so I knew which one was taken.
Right.
Okay.
Right, I added it to the journal or whatever. You
I
know.
Okay.
look at the bone tooth one, the ring. So
You're
looking
looking
at
for that ring.
it, or that-
Oh, I hope you like this one. I think this one's mighty helpful.
Mm,
I'll trade it for 1,000 gold coins.
have 8,897.
No, you wait. You have what?
897. No, I have 800, 900. No, 897.
Oh, you said
Gold.
8,897 at first. I'm like, excuse me, but
And
how
I'll give
much?
you an anti-everything napkin in case you
I-
get
I-
any curses.
I put a fistful of coins into Owen's hand. I said, "Here, this is in return for you helping me before."
Oh,
So
thank you for the
I
gesture.
I match him up whatever he needs, whatever he's missing.
So that'd be 103.
And then remove that.
All
And then I
right.
have gold.
Oz is going to ask him how much would the white cloak there cost. Pricey.
It seems like you really want this cloak, so I'll give you the family deal and say 2,000 coins.
It's the family deal.
I turned to odds. I could have shrug. I'm like,
Well,
What about 500 gold? And I'm gonna take out a soul coin, a coin that will be more than helpful here.
Oh,
In this realm.
don't give me that. I cannot carry another one. I already have 3 bickering at me.
He's gonna whisper to the guy. He's gonna walk up to him. Yep. And he's gonna say, "Look, man, I need your help with this. That girl up there, yeah, the pretty angel one. Yeah, I gotta get her something. I owe her a deep apology. Just help a brother out."
Oh, but wouldn't be something from the heart be much nicer for a lady of interest than just some random baubles from a wandering merchant?
Look, man, I'm not good at this.
Excuse me, you are a bard, are you not? Why not write a love song or a love poem, you artist?
take notes.
Shots fired.
Take notes. Taking you to school
You're
for free.
being bard
He's
fooled by a non-bard.
He's gonna say, because normally all my songs are for one-time deals. I've never actually been in love.
Well, good sir, when you have lived as long as I, you have many heartbreaks. So let's move on with business, shall we?
how old does he look?
Well, he's
He's a turtle. I'm pretty sure they live a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Torch is gonna offer the boomerang again.
Tortles. I want to actually give you correct numbers. So Tortle 5e age.
I'm looking it up. I get it.
Usually they reach adulthood between 50. That can't be
I
right.
hope if I spelled it right.
They live an average of 250 years.
So much
Yeah,
longer than
'cause
humans and
Screw 5th
about that
edition.
of dwarves.
Oz is just gonna kind of walk away, grumbling to himself.
Yeah, I agree
Kinda
with you,
mopey.
Brian. Because screw whatever this says here.
Morzar is gonna go and try to barter some items now.
Yeah,
Hello,
Boris is gonna
Dragonborn. My scaly friend.
We're doing one at a
as-
time. I
we
see.
are.
Good day, my reptilian brethren.
This man is a man of class, I can tell.
Yes, I do.
Oz is gonna.
What do you think I could get with a diamond?
Oh, that's precious. That is a precious indeed.
How many of these do you think I could get with that? I also have a veil charm as well, which, if you don't know, that makes it so a weapon that the charm is attached to becomes magical.
Very tempting offers, very tempting. So I still have to do for the veil charm. It'll be a 300 exchange, so it'd have to be 700 for an item.
Okay.
And for the diamond,
The diamond. I believe diamonds are worth quite a pretty penny. So I'll tell you what. For the diamond and the veil, I'll allow you to choose 2.
Can you briefly go over the items again?
You have 2 cloaks, one of black,
Yep.
one of white, 2 rings, one of bones, one of bone, plate mail, and 2 gauntlets. Wait, plate bracers are gone. So 1 gauntlet with plants coming off, and 1 thing of leather armor with musical notes.
I'll trade them in for or wait, no.
For reference, Oz was looking at the white cloak.
I think this ring of bone might do you justice.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna plan on grabbing the ring of bone. I was also thinking about the bracer, but I also have a pair of bracers of defense that I also could trade in for the deal.
Unfortunately, those aren't gonna do you any good with me. And he shows you his bracers, and they're the exact same.
Oh, they are. So those were the exact same bracers? Oh, okay.
Yes, he has the exact same ones on.
Gotcha.
I mean, if you want to do your buddy a favor, you might even take the cloak. Hold it out of him, if you will. You could probably
Oz
get
is still
something out of
pouting
him.
in the corner.
Yeah, I'll take the cloak and the
Bone ring?
bone ring, yeah.
Very good, very good. I'm glad that I can make such a profit with this merry bunch of adventurers. It makes me excited and happy.
Boris is gonna attempt to trade next if he's completed.
Add items to inventory.
I will be adding them, yes.
So, fine sir, are you a fan of boomerangs? I'm gonna pull out my my razor sharp boomerang.
It seems that this boomerang has not done you justice if you're willing to give up something like that.
This boomerang is one of Boris's closest items in his possession, but Boris thinks that it deserves a new owner. For if things remain stagnant too long, then it is a disservice to them.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going with this. But that boomerang can only be 650. I would need 350 in return.
Okay, let me see.
So he's playing the sentiment
I
card to try and get him down.
have 350 gold. If
Oh,
that
then
can fit the
we
arrangement.
could have a deal. I believe a man of your caliber should use this weapon here.
He has a weapon?
Yeah, he had a javelin.
Yeah, javelin.
Javelin.
Oh yeah, the javelin. Oh, I would very much love that javelin.
Then we have a deal, good sir.
It seems as though we do. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your boomerang with knives taped to it.
Boris did the knives himself.
I can tell. You are a very fine craftsman.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
Does
He
anyone
says
else
as he's
wish to
wearing
barter?
the armor with
I
made out of
finally
devil skin.
approached the turtle and tell him would be interested in that plate mail. What would you have for it?
If you don't have anything to trade, it would be the fair deal of 1,000.
I would. How much? Let's see here. I have a +1 mace. I'll throw in.
+1 mace. Anything special with it?
No,
Oh, I give you 200 for that.
and let's see here. A elemental gem. Yellow diamond.
Oh, summoning an elemental, I see. Now that is
What can I
very.
get?
That is very, very nice. I like gems. Gems are pretty. Tell you what, for the mace and the gem, I'll let you take one of my items.
The armor it is.
Very well. Have the armor. I believe you will enjoy it greatly.
You still have. You also still have Oz's scimitar, don't you? Or did you trade that at some point earlier?
I did.
Oh, you
think I
did.
did.
Okay.
I did, yes. I think I traded. When did I trade that? I think I traded at the Ren Fair.
You might have. I just couldn't remember.
So the other two, I know Mr. Hobgoblin there was able to get his choice beforehand, but do you wish to barter with myself, or how about you, Dark and Brooding?
I have a special offer for you.
Dark and brooding.
If it is your wish, I can send you to your home world, and I would do so in exchange for an item.
Oh, that is an tempting deal indeed. Tell you what, if you allow me to give you an item of my choice, we can have ourselves a deal.
That would be fine.
So he ends up jumping back into his shell there, and you hear rummaging around for a bit. And he pops out.
While
and
he's rummaging, Oz is gonna say, "I don't think I can imitate that part."
He pops out, and
And
he's
he's gonna
just like,
chuckle.
and he pulls out a great sword, but the great sword itself is designed that the blade is parted in two. Like it has a crease down the middle. It glows red, and it has infernal runes on it.
All
So
right.
it's like a barbecue fork?
It is a pretty serious item, I can tell.
So it's like a giant barbecue fork. You know, the two-prong.
Sure, if you want to imagine it as such.
Kinda.
That's just what I'm picturing when you say it's a great sword with a split down, like,
Yeah. All right, so does anybody else want
Ow.
to deal with him before we attempt to send him back to his homeworld?
I'm good.
Describe this black cloak again.
It is dark. It is nearly see-through. It is a cloak that kind of dangles above one. You can tell it is of Fey ancestry.
That aspect catches my attention. I asked him what he would have for the Fey cloak.
It's this the same as any other deal. 1,000 gold coins for it.
How many amethysts would you take? Red amethysts.
I don't know how the price of amethyst. Let me look
With-
that up.
He told me they're 50 when I got them.
Okay, how many
So
do you
it
have?
looks like gonna be. I got 9, and
If
then
you need, I have a topaz that I can chip in as well if you need crisis. And then we can get it appraised to see what it does and have it fit into the group wherever it would be best.
so 9 times 50, so that's 450. So I would give him all 9 of those. And
I can throw in topaz if you
how much for
want
the
slash need.
the topaz?
It's 500.
Sure, I'll
Yeah.
and then 50.
Yeah, and then we'll see where that cloak would be best suited for the party once we get its properties figured out.
You've got a couple of ceremonial daggers, or 3 of them, then that would put it over 1,000.
And it certainly would. I'll gladly take all of those items.
All right, amethyst done.
Topaz go.
So the only thing that I really have left out of my haul that I have, maybe Dark and Brooding may want one of them, is the Ring of Bow, the Skull and Bones, the leather armor with the musical notes, and the plant gauntlets.
I am curious. Oz doesn't say this. I'm saying this out of game. I am curious about the plant gauntlets.
More his eyes.
Ring. God, can I get that ring?
Javelin.
You have the
Trying to
javelin.
get all of his magic right.
Forrest is sitting there like stroking the javelin, being like, javelin.
He didn't know
I
he just knows that it cost him a boomerang.
I asked
so.
him. Oh, actually, I just realized. It went in my pockets. I have a diamond wedding band.
Oh no.
You're really gonna get rid of that?
This is the one from the dead noblewoman.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Not one of his family.
Okay. I was like, wait, hold on. Really?
I've also got my dragon mask, which I haven't used in forever.
I would hang on to that, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You may need it.
Yeah.
We have talked about what's her name there, so
So Diamond Wedding Band. Talk to me.
Oh.
Oh wait, you said. I bring out the Haxenjäger to see if that's value for him.
Oh. That would. Oh, that is a very amazing. Where did you find such a weapon?
the
Some-
what? What is it?
The Haxenjäger.
Well,
What's a
before
Haxenjäger?
you cut in here, so I've got the black cloak, and I'm seeing what he would value the Diamond Wedding Band at, because I'm also interested in the ring, the last ring.
Oh, I can only give you one for the band. I can sell this for enough for the price of one of these items.
Okay, I take the band then.
So ring for ring, is that what you're doing?
Basically, ring for ring.
Okay.
And I already bought the black cloak.
Well,
From what you trade in for cloak?
All the
Yeah, you did. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm
all
good.
the other gems
Jagger.
with Tristan's help.
So wait,
Uh,
what was that weapon, Chuck? I don't remember that. Out of
Uh,
game. I just
It's the one that does missile darts or missile.
Oh, the one you got from the hag, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Right,
correct.
right.
And it basically, it will go through AC no matter what.
So, the only thing left would be these gauntlets covered in plant in this leather armor.
I have my scale armor, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think any of us would use the leather armor, but
Yeah.
Boris
But-
might.
But it has
he's got some
magical
sick
music notes on it.
God, that's even
no, I
worse.
thought that. Oh, the leather does. That's
Yeah,
right.
the armor does as well.
Yeah, the leather armor and the white cloak had musical notes, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe you need both combined to be fully powerful.
I mean, Oz doesn't have any gauntlets, so plant gauntlets don't sound like a bad thing. Or someone else who doesn't have
Depending on their
gauntlets yet.
properties, I could give you my my bracers.
Thought
of
you wanted to be
defense,
tank. Why are you trying to get rid of the braces of defense?
because if it's more of a magical type thing, then it might be really good.
Basically, if it
For
doesn't
me.
work out for you, he might be interested
Yeah,
in
I got it.
Yeah.
trading you.
Well,
I mean,
it's
the
Owen's
heck
choice.
I want to
heck-
try to. I want us to try to get as many of these as we can, so we can try to soup up all of us and just have
So-
the magic items best for.
We're
trying to gear up a raid
Perspective, how much value is the Haxenjäger to any of those items right now?
It's a one-for-one trade.
Fair enough.
Which
He
are
only has the armor and the gauntlets left, right?
That is correct.
That's what I
Force
heard. Yeah.
damage.
Yeah. So I mean,
Unless you
Yeah,
want
the only
him to
thing
go
I
digging
have
in
left
further.
is the Dragon Tooth dagger, which I am not trading.
Yeah. The only thing would be good for the Hexenjäger is for 360 feet. If it's like something we have to shoot far away. And second thing is to pass AC. Because
I think at that point it wouldn't even matter because if we tried to shoot something that far away, it would alert people that we're coming before we even get there, and that's never really going to be a great idea. That's just my thought.
Alright. Any other people suggestions about the thought process here?
The armor, it's hard to know the value of the armor. It might be an upgrade to somebody, but everybody I think at the moment has.
Yeah.
Decent armor anyway, so
Yeah.
if it ends up being a downgrade, it's like we just wasted that. So
Alright.
But
I'm
then,
gonna say there are some of us with the gauntlet. So if you want to trade that weapon, I would say it's definitely weapon for gauntlets is the most logical choice there.
Fair enough. I'll hold it off for now in the case like this. Then we'll keep it up to that.
Oh, okay. That's all good. I'm glad to have done.
Wait. Which? So the ones that didn't get bought were the
The plant gauntlet
Plant
and
gauntlets.
the leather armor with notes, musical notes.
and the leather. armor. I think we can live with this situation.
All right. I'm very glad to have done business with you, fine gentlemen. Now, Sir Wizard there, if you'd be so
Yes.
kind.
All right, I will attempt the banishment. Okay,
You see
so
him.
this should send you back to your home realm. Okay.
At the
And-
last minute, I jump off the Murray minivan with a sack of gold. I said, I'll buy the gauntlets.
As
I got 1,000 gold.
Oh my god.
as he's vanishing, he takes the bag of gold and throws the gauntlets on the ground for you before he vanishes.
Whoa.
Okay.
No, like I throw the bag. He throws the gauntlets.
Right.
Really?
So
Do I see this exchange?
I
Like, is
see
it
this
as swift as it sounds?
Yes.
I'm right there as I see them both do that. I'm like, well, there you go.
okay.
None of
Oz
you's
is just
gonna-
gonna
none
start
of you
slow
gonna-
clapping.
None of you's gonna bring up the fact that Crisis just dropped 1,000 gold. Just and
Well, keep a story
Boris,
for a long
Boris
time.
is looking at the pointy end of the javelin, still trying to figure out what it does.
Don't get it too close to your eye.
But so no, I'm not going to. You know why? Because
You
it's
realize
rather rare to find people in Avernus who will take regular gold as payment because everything is soul coins.
That was my
So-
final clutch decision.
So I look in the
Yeah.
case like this, everybody, and I do
Right.
remind them, like, just a reminder, this is all stolen goods. Hopefully, no demons come after us. We should have actually bartered it down.
You do realize
true.
it's like everything down here is like right
This
it like
is
you stole
actually
it.
true.
All right. So I have to concentrate for 1 minute, or he'll come back. So just don't bother me for a second.
Oh!
Okay, got it.
All right.
So we'll wait a minute.
Okay. Now he's permanently gone. All right. I wonder what world he was going to. I should have asked. Oh well.
Oz is going to turn back into the turtle, and he's going to be like, I kind of like this form. What do you guys think?
I think that form is wanted for felony theft.
Yeah.
Oz is going to think for a second, and he's going to, valid point.
I agree with that.
And then he's going to change back to
As much as I would
human.
love to have a reptilian friend on my side, I think it not best.
I mean, if you really wanted me to, and I'm going to change into a Mournful.
More are just face palms.
All right. So,
What do we need to do?
since
Now.
these items are now within your possession, I'm going to tell you what each item does.
They're all illusions.
I know. I was waiting for this.
Oh my god.
Wait, hold on.
Fucking
I was talking to someone.
He would've
Did I
fucking
just hear that right?
robbed us.
It made it even better because you banished him too.
Fucking robbed us and you let him escape. With no way of us ever being able to find him again.
Wait, hold on. Did I just hear right? I had to go for a second. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, everything was just an illusion and it all vanished.
Okay,
No.
right. You guys are all right. That was a joke. Got it. Okay. Brian, I know you well enough to know that that was a joke in your tone. So
There's one moment there.
we had you going for a minute though.
Just a
I
moment.
did
We
have
were
to,
like,
I did
wait,
have to think.
no.
I did have to think, but I was about to be very, very sad.
Oh, it's good. It was a good moment.
That was great.
In all honesty, I might have called it a night there, if that were the case.
I wouldn't have blamed you.
Yep.
All right, so we're going down the line for you. First and foremost, Mournful, the Ring of Bones. It's while wearing this ring, you gain +1 bonus to saving throws. While wearing this ring, you also gain a +1 to spell attack rolls.
Oh,
Oh shit balls.
Okay. Now,
Is there a
that
downside to
does
this?
that require attunement?
It does.
is there a downside to it, or is that?
Goodbye, braces of defense.
I mean,
I will be adding all these items for you guys after session.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you
white-
take away the gold I spent too?
Okay, I can
I
do
will
that
let
for
me-
you.
Thank you.
I also don't have any of these items because the only item I wanted were his our hands. It makes me sad.
Alright, I
Don't
have removed
worry.
it. Just refresh your page. Alright, the white cloak is the Songmaster's cloak. When you fall while wearing this cloak, you take no damage. You have +1 bonus to AC while wearing this cloak.
Wait, when you fall,
Like out of the sky.
Yeah, so you take no fall damage.
so I could literally jump off a cliff and land at the bottom safely?
Yes?
Yeah.
You fall at full speed, but you don't take damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, this doesn't quite work for Lavina because she has wings anyway.
Yeah,
So,
and I would prefer my cloak of displacement over this. So
We'll be able to like trade.
Yep,
like,
yep.
at
Yeah.
So
the end.
you can
After.
determine. You can
Yep,
determine it.
Yep.
Next is Dahagru. Your
Yes.
first thing was the Plague Bracers. This is once per day. You can target a creature within 60 feet to call down a curse. You then roll a d10 to consult the table below for the curse that can be on it. The first one, blood covers the ground and acts as a grease spell. You summon a giant frog. You summon a swarm of gnats. You summon a swarm of insects. If the type of
Okay.
creature you target is a beast, they must make a saving throw, con 20, or they die. You cast Harm. You cast Fireball. You summon 4 swarms of insects. You cast Darkness. And 10 is you cast Finger of Death.
Wicked.
You can use that once per day, and it's one of those random effects.
It
It'll do
is.
a random curse on something.
That's
And
like
none of those are really bad. So that's wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
that is pretty cool.
Did
Oz
you
could become
equip
the ultimate
the
RNG
item?
god.
It's
You have
curse
to
roulette.
let you guys have to let me know if you equip any of these items.
That's
Okay.
what I was wondering.
Now the weapon you got, the greatsword,
Right.
it's called Damnation.
I was
Yeah.
actually thinking it's less like barbecue fork. I was thinking about it. It's more the Doom sword from Doom. The Doom Slayer's sword there. If you guys know
Okay.
what I'm talking about. With the slice in the middle and like that's probably more accurate, I'm assuming. Yes, Brian?
So let me read the description for you. The blade
Okay.
of this magic sword is fashioned from a shadow dragon's femur bone. Glowing infernal glyphs have been engraved into its surface, and a crimson gemstone at its hilt flares fiendishly with each strike. When you hit a creature with this magic weapon, the creature cannot regain hit points until the start of your next turn. This magic sword holds 3 charges. Once per turn, when you hit a hostile creature with the sword, it gains a charge. While holding it, you can expend the weapon's charge to cause one of the following effects. When another creature you see within 30 feet makes an attack roll or saving throw while you're holding this weapon, you can expend 1 or more of its charges to roll a die and subtract the number rolled from the creature's roll. For 1 charge, it's a d4, 2 is a 6, 3 is an 8. And then, if you wish, as an action, you can expend 3 charges to cast Blight.
It's another curse
If
casting
this
item.
weapon hasn't been used to make an attack against any creature for 1 minute, it loses all of its charges.
Oh,
So
okay.
it has
so-
to gain its charges during battle.
Right.
sounds like.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, if Boris. Yeah. Because Crisis has his badass weapon, and Boris has his axe. But if Boris wanted to switch to a 2-handed weapon,
Now, Boris, your javelin.
Yeah.
oh, he has his
Before-
javelin now too.
Before
He's
making
got a
your
javelin
attack
now
roll,
also.
you can choose a number between 1 and your current number of hit points. If you hit, you add that number to your damage roll and then take that amount in damage. If you miss, you still
Oh.
take the damage. If this causes your hit points to drop to 0, you die and cannot be revived. This item returns to the wielder after thrown only if bonus blood was given. It is a +2 javelin.
Just spend 1 or 2.
So hold on. I need to ask
Process.
this before. So this is great if it works in combination with Relentless Rage, because if I drop to 0 hit points while I'm raging, if I get a DC 10 con throw, I don't die.
But it
So
also
that's
puts you
This is
down
magic,
at 1
so I think it would
HP.
trump it.
yeah, but that'd be like a good like
Well, he
backup
didn't
if I
die,
miss.
so
Or if I
This
hit.
is
Is
only
this-
if this causes your hit points to drop to 0, you die.
Oh,
If you
so that
spend
doesn't
all of
matter.
your life, you die and cannot
Okay.
be revived.
Understood. So that does not matter. Never mind.
So if
Answers
you
that
use
question.
it, but you use it sparingly, like only 1 or 2 at a time, and not all for every attack.
yeah, I would do just spend
Then
1
it's-
just to get it to come back to you if you threw it.
Right. Exactly. Use it as a range thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like if you want something a little more
So,
accurately
replacement
thrown
for
than
your
your
boomerang.
boomerang.
yeah, it's like a boomerang up.
So it works really well. Yeah. And you still have 1 other boomerang, don't you? Didn't you
Yeah,
have
I do.
2?
And you could do like a freaking last like final heroic like Hail Mary like fucking
And then it
die.
misses, and then all my health is gone.
Yeah, but like that's right before like
But at the same time, if you've got like 100+ health, and then you use 100, you would be adding 100 to your attack roll, so you wouldn't
but the
miss.
situation would
Yeah.
be one where like a house is gonna land on your head. It doesn't matter anyways.
Yep.
I mean, that's true,
All
but
right, crisis.
Okay.
Your ring is called Ring of the Masochist.
Oh great.
oh no.
Once per day.
You know what's funny? I know what this is.
Once per day as an
You would.
action, roll a 1d10. If the result is not a 1, you may choose to roll another 1d10 or hold. If you decide to hold, add up the value of all the dice you rolled and regain that many lost hit points. If at any point you roll a 1, add up the value of all the dice and you subtract that many hit points.
So this could one kill
Could
you
full
if
heal
you've
you,
used it.
or it could insta kill you.
Right. And the longer you wear it, the more risky it becomes.
You cannot exceed your hit point maximum or drop below 0.
Oh, so it can't kill you,
Okay.
but it can put you right there.
It does not. It does not acquire attunement.
Oh.
Thank fucking God, because otherwise it wasn't getting used.
As I've said, let me know if you guys equip any of these items.
Yeah, Morhazar is definitely going to
Hey,
equip the ring and
What
take
were
off the
the?
bracer.
What about the plant gauntlets? He has those.
I know. I'm
Two.
getting through all the items.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
I only got to the first of his 4. So your plate armor.
I'm sorry.
Plate armor of trickery. You can speak the command word to create an illusionary copy of yourself. The copy is tangible, but it cannot inflict damage or offer protection. The copy disappears when its command word is spoken, a new copy is created, or the illusion is damaged. While wearing this plate armor, you gain +1 bonus to saving throws.
Okay.
So it gives you the mislead spell for free, or a version of the mislead spell.
Okay. Is it regular plate armor +1 plus nothing? What?
It's a regular plate armor with the special spell and +1 to saving throws.
Okay.
No
But
plus
no,
to defense.
no plus to AC.
No plus to AC.
Okay.
That one does not acquire attunement. Your plant gauntlets, called the living gauntlets. When you make a successful melee attack, the target must succeed a DC 15 strength check or become grappled. Until this grapple ends, you can't attempt to grapple or attack another target. You can end the grapple at any time. The slow
What's the name of that?
living gauntlet.
Living
Oh,
Gauntlets.
plate of trickery.
And plate of trickery.
This is living gauntlets. The slow, powerful force of the living gauntlets clamps down on the grappled target, dealing 1d6 force damage at the start of each of the enemy's turn.
Yo, partner
That
that
sounds
with
like
someone.
Boris.
Partner that with someone inside of Oz's Spirit Guardians field, and that would be insane.
I think that Boris could really use these.
Yeah,
Frankly.
Boris
Right,
would
definitely.
work with that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
for example, if I am using my Spirit Guardian thing to protect the party and Boris happens to be in there doing melee shit,
Yeah.
that could be broken.
Yeah. Because he produces the most melee attacks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So, the cloak that you have, the black cloak, is called Cloak of the Banshee.
Ooh.
You can magically sense the presence of creatures up to 5 miles away that aren't undead or construct. You know their general direction, but not their exact locations. You can move through other creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain. You take damage if you end your turn inside an object. Once per day, you may let out a Mournful Whale. This whale has no effect on constructs or undead. All creatures within 30 feet of you that can hear you must make a DC 13 con save. On a fail, the creature drops to 0 hit points. On a success, they take 4d6 psychic.
Okay.
Yo. That's kind of ridiculous.
What was that thing?
Cloak of the Banshee.
Okay.
And that is the list of all the items you guys have purchased.
That's the
What did
darker
the-
than black cloak.
Yes.
What did the other cloak do?
Slow your fall. Well, not slow your fall. You take no fall damage and you get plus
no
1
fall
to
damage, right?
AC, plus 1 bonus to AC.
Oz could use either of those to great effect.
So I intend to use the plague bracers personally.
Right,
But
wait,
it-
Brian. Oh, sorry. I
Yes.
thought I bought like the ring of like with a bone tooth on it or something.
He did.
Yeah.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
Ah, okay. So the ring.
Wait.
I'm sorry. Chad.
I was like, man, mine must have been a scam.
Yours actually disappeared.
Like the rum.
Like the rub.
So this is a one that requires attunement. Okay.
Oh boy.
This ring allows you to conjure a green short sword called an Imp Sting. It is a poisonous short sword that anytime you attack a creature with the sword, they take an extra 1d4 poison, and if they don't succeed a 15 con save, they are poisoned again, so the damage stacks. This sword, at any time, while you have the sword out, you can toss and have it become an imp. The imp has the imp stat block, and you can command it as if it was an extra companion.
Oh wow.
That thing's freaking cool.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Brian, I have a question, or for anyone. What would it be? What skill would be needed? What proficiency would be needed to sew something?
Every boss fight, I start with this 1d4 poison dagger just so it can start stacking.
To show something?
To sew.
Oh, like
Hmm.
like you're doing some tailoring.
You're gonna need leather workers.
Do any one of us have that? Well, it's not leather.
Great. I summoned the baby Mallard.
All right, here's why I was asking. Because you could very easily take the white cloak and probably sew the black cloak on the inside of it to make them one single cloak.
You cannot do that with a magic item.
You can't.
So my suggestion is once we see the actual final stats, once Brian has them added into the party, then we figure out like, and this is probably going to be at like the beginning of next session, then we do all the exchanges, because otherwise it's going to be really confusing to try to do this on paper.
Yep.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Yeah. Well, that makes
That's-
sense to me. It's just I
Yeah.
thought
So-
this session was our figure stuff out session and
And it
chat.
makes
Well, we
more
don't have
sense.
access to the digital copies of these items, so it's really hard to quote trade them
That's-
around and
That's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
see
So-
what we're looking
I
at.
gotcha.
And
I think we kind of have to go through the process of it because of the way these items are.
And that's what I was thinking too,
Because
because I feel like
a f-
actually playing the game, like in-game meta, we
Yeah.
would trade the items
now.
around and not keep going, and then randomly later swap them around.
Yeah.
Right.
would
Because
do
with
it
these,
now.
because with these items, I'm gonna be honest with you. Specific effects come into play once you
okay.
equip them.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's why I was just like, if you equip them, I need to know. So Boris,
So-
do you stay with the blood javelin?
I do. I like the blood javelin.
Okay, so we're just gonna take that one out of the equation. Morhazar, I assume you stay with your ring of reflex, your ring of
Yes,
spellcasting.
I'm equipping the ring. Yeah.
Oh, my
Oz
pen died.
having, I'm gonna say this:
There
if
we
no
go.
one else wants it, Oz will take the Cloak of the Banshee, because it's another thing with his voice, and you guys know that that's kind of his thing.
Mhm.
Does the Cloak of the Banshee
And
require
I
attunement?
would.
The Cloak of the
and
Banshee
I'm-
does require attunement.
Well,
And I'm unequipping my bracers of defense. So if anybody else wants bracers of defense,
Wow.
has attunement, let me know. It's +2 bonus to AC when not wearing
I-
armor.
the
and
only
no
thing I have
shield. So I don't
attuned
think
to
anyone
myself
else
is the
can use
Dancing
that,
Devil.
actually.
The only other one might be Dahagu.
Actually, Dahargu. Yeah. Do you wear armor,
Well,
Dahargu?
I'm going to be using the plague bracers, so
Oh,
I'm not-
yep. You won't be able to wear 'em.
Wait, what is it that?
Bracers of defense. You wear light armor, so you can't use it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna train this demon to become the new Malar. That's what I'm gonna do. This little imp. You'll grow.
All right, so Chuck, you're keeping with that ring.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So we got Crisis. Are you giving your your plant gauntlets to Boris?
Yeah, the living gauntlets. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Yeah, the ones that grapple people.
Yes.
And
I
Boris is
offer them
gonna
to
equip
Boris.
those.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Just fucking root into his fucking arms, and he screams in pain.
There's gotta be some additional secrets we're not seeing, unfortunately.
right.
Well, since we've been handling these items for a little while, are there any further checks we can make?
So Boris, you equipped the plant gauntlets.
Yeah.
And you're gonna take 25 damage.
Oh.
Oh.
You get the guinea pig.
Why?
Vines have pierced through.
I fucking.
skin.
I literally just said that. I literally just said that.
You had flawless insight for it. Now, with the thing with these gauntlets is you are unable to remove them yourself.
Oh god.
And if someone tries to remove them, they have to make a strength check
It's
of
gonna hurt.
20 to pull them off, and it's going to hurt.
Well, you're gonna have to look at Crisis for that.
You're welcome,
I'm
Boris.
never removing these.
Let me know if you need any help getting out
I
of
mean,
this.
they're pretty
Maybe-
useful anyway. So I mean,
Maybe this is the evil you must be talking about. This is stupid vine gauntlets. Or
the great evil is the vines.
Just,
Inside
Boris,
this
just
gauntlet.
channel all of that anger at the next
Just
thing you
imagine,
hit.
just years from now, Boris is talking to like a therapist. Like, turns out the great evil was inside of me all along. Oh, you mean like some kind of like mind demon or something? Like, no, I mean the great evil burrowed under my skin.
I can't remove
It
these
was all
gauntlets.
green and spiky.
Yeah, you're like wearing this shirt with no arms.
They are
Great.
plate. They are plate gauntlets. However, the arms themselves are kind of like leather.
Great. So basically,
Oh, I figured the arms would be the vines that just kind of grew up his arm.
all these might have some side effects every time we do something.
The vines is connected into the plate aspect. So you could
You,
rip apart the leather
so-
part so you could get your hands back and always have, plate attached to the outside of your forearm.
Good luck
That would
jerking
be
off,
weird.
buddy.
So Boris truly tested this thing, got himself in. So, Crisis, you want to wear
Be
anything?
underestimated.
Miko, you want to wear anything? So
I
we
actually
can.
feel really bad for Boris now that that just occurred to me. I'm really,
Alright,
really
anyway.
sorry now, Boris.
Who's next? Crisis still has some stuff to make decisions on.
So he has the plate mail of trickery, and then he has the cloak of the Banshee, and he has the ring of the Masochist.
Give me the armor trickery. Lets me cast that like illusion of myself and gives me bonus on
Saving throw.
saving throws.
Yes.
Or just what's the bonus amount?
Plus one, I
Plus
think.
1.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do this because
No, that doesn't seem like it would be really
it's a
great
side
for anyone.
grade, and it doesn't. So we'll just put this in storage, I guess.
All right. So you're just going to throw it in your magical bag that carries, 7 billion
Oh, yeah.
tons.
Yeah, it goes in there.
Can we change it to a half plate, maybe? That'd be nice. I'm good now.
At the sacrifice of another item. Sure, Chuck.
No.
Oh. Oh.
Maybe in the future. Maybe like if I find
Oh,
something
right.
All right. How about the ring of the Masochist?
Is anybody excited about this ring?
Totally would want on me.
What's the ring do again?
No, you don't.
You
You
could-
don't get to kill yourself.
It's a
Oh,
gamble.
that's right. It's
a
that one.
gamble ring.
It's that one.
We are back.
Who's a chancy fellow here? Really? Does
Not
this require
me.
attunement or no?
This one
that
does.
was said not
Look,
to.
yeah.
Are you asking who's the risk taker? Because the one you just said no to is that one.
Oh my god. Is there anybody else that likes the idea?
I mean,
Sure.
technically,
I'm kind of okay wearing this ring, but if there's somebody else that has a good cause,
Oz has lucky. Maybe that he can re-roll. He heals.
not a bad. Yeah, you bring up a good point, Brian. Would that work?
I'm
Can he
sorry?
spend a lucky? Could he spend a lucky roll to re-roll a 1 on the Ring of the Masochist?
It does allow him to re-roll
Okay.
for expending luck point. That's kind of how
Yeah.
the feat is supposed to work.
Dude,
Yeah.
here you go, Oz. Don't say I never gave you anything.
Hi. Lagged out again. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've determined that you are the best person to have the Ring of the Masochist.
Does that require attunement, Brian?
It does not.
It was a
does not.
decision by committee.
Yep.
If it
Because
doesn't require attunement, then
then you
Okay.
can use
Do
your luck
you
die.
equip it?
read the description to me one more time.
Once per day, as an action, so you can use it in combat, you roll a 1d10. If the result is not a 1, you may choose to roll another d10, or hold. If you decide to hold, add up the value and add the dice you rolled to regain that many lost hit points. If at any point you
Right.
roll a 1, add up the value of all the dice you rolled and subtract that many hit points.
We figured out your luck die works for this, though.
Oh, good to know.
So,
All right,
like,
sure. I'll equip
You're
it.
like
Why not?
the best person that could have this, and
You
most
have-
appropriate.
You have discovered that you are unable to remove the ring unless you were to cut off your own finger. The ring itself, if is removed forcibly with your finger still attached to you, you will take 8d8 necrotic damage. In addition, the ring is cursed. You are no longer able to regain any hit points during a short rest.
Oh.
Hold on. Long rest I can, and through other healing means I can't. It's just a short rest.
During a short rest, you may not expend any hit dice to regain health.
Well, you have
But I
the.
could still. But I could still use like
The ring.
a healing spell
Yes.
Or the
if you
ring.
so- Or the ring.
Yeah,
or the ring. Right. Okay. Got it. Cool.
Okay.
Well, sacrifice indeed.
All right.
Oh yeah, and that
Um,
the cloak is all yours.
I'll be
Josh,
right
by
back.
the way.
The white
What?
cloak.
Yeah, the white cloak. If you want it, all you.
What about what
does
did Crisis do with the black cloak?
Does
don't
the
know if
black does either cloak require attunement?
Both
both do.
cloaks acquire attunement.
Oh god.
I would
Then,
take either one, but I prefer the
mean,
black one.
I can take the
Personally.
cloak. What's the white one do? No fall damage and 2+ or something?
No fall damage and +1 to
I-
AC.
Oh, that
Actually,
would be good.
kind of. Here's my thought. I would actually kind of like the white cloak because if I get in the air and something
Knocks you down.
knocks me
Yeah.
down, I actually will take a lot of falling damage.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because
So he can have the white
That's all
cloak.
you if you want it. Yeah.
Could
And that's
I-
another +1 AC, which will make you like god tier armor
Yeah,
class, and you'll never
is-
fucking get touched.
Could I request the Cloak of the Banshee? By chance?
Yeah, because if I'm gonna have the other, because I just have too many things. So yeah.
All right. Cool.
Unless somebody else has a
I'm
good
back.
reason.
Yeah.
Anybody
so,
else
Crisis,
gonna
you can
maximize
have
that?
the cloak of the music note.
Yeah. I'll
it
give.
looks good on you, Crisis.
It kind of does.
It's also, you said it's like super white, right?
It's like
Yes.
white musically
Yep.
and shit.
Yep.
Here,
It
here,
has a
have the
few-
like blacker
It has a
than
few
black cloak.
it has a few embroideries of musical notes along the bottom.
Okay, I put the cloak on.
All right, congratulations.
And
you
I
have to
will put the
attune to
Cloak
it,
of
and there is
Banshee
no
on.
differentials for this one.
Okay.
What the
It does-
fuck?
For
I mean,
my
it-
ring that I put on.
No.
It does mean somebody
Your ring
wants
of
to.
the reflect. Your spell ring has no differentials.
Cool.
It
I'm gonna
does
put the
require
Cloak of the
attunement.
Banshee on.
I hand Oz the darker than black cloak.
Oh no. That one's got
Good luck, Oz.
So you
Good luck,
put
Josh.
this. So you put this one on.
Yep.
You are cursed. You have
Oh, God.
disadvantage on all skill checks and saving throws when made in bright light. Additionally, if you die while cursed, you become a banshee.
Oh my god, you got the worst. We're in the middle of freaking.
That's rough.
Wow.
You will, as a banshee, you will also haunt your killer.
Oh, that'll be fun to roleplay out if that happens.
Is this
Sure.
cloak also irremovable?
No, it can
Oh,
be
God.
removed, but the curse
Okay.
will remain.
Oh god,
my
that's funny.
god. Oh my god, that's really.
So, hold on. Wait, the curse remains for like the rest of my life. Then.
Unless someone
Well,
does a remove curse.
Right, you need a spell to remove
I
it.
no, I have anti everything napkins. Don't worry.
I
So,
actually
alright, I have a
have
question.
something
Down.
for this.
I have a question. With these cursed items, if he did, for example, use a napkin or someone use remove curse on me while I'm wearing it, does the cloak keep all its other stuff and just get rid of the curse part?
If it removes the curse itself. However, the napkin is an anti-everything.
Yeah, hold
Yeah.
hold the napkin. I can take care of curses.
Oh
Okay.
wait.
Crisis.
Wait.
Crisis. hit me.
Actually,
No, hold on.
nope, you're fine. Anti-everything napkin works.
Yeah,
'Cause
but save 'em.
only,
Yeah, so just
no,
expense your
I
napkins and
only
you're good.
listed it. I only listed it that it removes possessions, curses, charms, alignment changes, poisons, dirt and dust, removes scratches and chips, and removes the
Yeah,
toughest of
don't
stains.
waste the napkin on something I can fix. That doesn't-
Yeah.
toughest of stains.
yeah.
Hey, Crisis, hit me with a curse, anti-curse.
Well, I'm
thing.
gonna wait till somebody tries to
Yeah.
freaking head explodes. Like we're gonna finish putting these all on, and then I'll
Okay.
take care of that last.
That's probably a good idea.
In case somebody turns into a
In
fucking
case there is something worse than the Cloak of the
goddamn
Banshee's curse.
abomination.
Mhm.
Yes.
I don't know. I'd say the vines that are inside of my arms are pretty bad.
You can't really curse.
You'll
you
be
can't curse
fine.
that.
Yeah, you're Boris. You're fine. This is.
Now,
can't
the
really
only
make
item left is Chuck's ring.
Oh. Oh.
Good luck, Chuck.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll put it on like a brave little boy. I just struggled to deal with the demon, didn't I?
He started
And
laughing maniacally. This is not
And-
good.
then there'll be
Here's-
3
here's-
Malars.
Here's a present.
Oh,
Oh, yep. There's a voice in your head.
oh. This is the monkey on my back.
Yes. You do not
Oh.
feel any
Oh, God.
detrimental effects.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, Brian, I sent you
Oh.
a message on Facebook.
Oh, I
Yeah,
still have
uh,
my items too.
Yep, we're gonna be going through this.
Okay.
Yeah,
You don't
that's
feel
it.
any detrimental effect.
So,
doesn't mean-
Chuck, do you want to try it out?
Sure, I will.
So, you emerge with a green blade within your hand. It's a short
Mhm.
sword so on and so forth. It's green, it crackles, it has dripping poisons off of it. Now, you can decide if you wish to toss it up into the air and summon your companion.
Sure, let's see our little creature we have here.
So you toss it up to see that it changes into a flying monkey and it rests on your shoulder.
God darn!
Winning.
Got him.
So this is a baby Malar now? Baby monkey Malar? Great, all creatures be a good one. This will be the good one out of all of them.
Everybody take a step back. Oh my god.
Oh. What are you?
Oh.
I asked what is it?
So
Try
there
talking
you
to
go.
it, Chuck.
Goo goo gaga?
It does not make a noise. It does not make a sound. It is completely silent. Even if flapping its wings, you do not hear any noise.
Flying monkey. Cool. So
We all see the monkey, right?
Yes.
Like it's perfectly visible
Yes.
for us.
Yep.
does anybody have any type of food, maybe? I don't know how to really take care of animals.
Oh, and what the hell is that thing you just summoned?
I do not.
Boris,
Now we could have
Boris
used
is
that
gonna
goddamn.
take out one of his rotten fingers he has and says, "I have food right here
The
for you."
monkey is going to hiss at you.
Looks like it doesn't like you.
That's just rude. I'm gonna put it back in my pocket.
Oh
I
my
put my
God.
hand out like a parrot. Like,
You said when he was flying around, we couldn't hear anything.
Yes.
I put my.
I'm gonna look at the money and I'm like, silent. I like it. Are you deadly too?
It opens up its mouth slightly and you see green drips off of its teeth.
Ooh, that's...
Oz is gonna say, we might have use for you, and wink at the monkey.
I would be careful.
It
if I were
winks
you.
back.
Oh God.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Okay.
I don't know why you're worried, Owen. You know what they say, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. And if you're so
Yeah.
worried about the thing
Yeah,
being
it's
an
supposed to
enemy,
be a euphemism. Oh,
right on your shoulder.
you're not supposed to actually do that thing.
Fair enough.
All right. So last but not least, Ahagru, you have your plague bracers.
All right, I am gonna wear the plague bracers.
Oh gosh.
All right.
You are now.
You have
cursed.
cancer. You have cancer.
After
You have the plague.
these
You
ones,
have cancer.
No, he's the bubonic plague that's gonna.
these
bring
ones
people-
do require attunement.
Okay, so I'll make that happen.
The curse is you must use them once a day.
Mm.
Okay.
If you go a day
Ooh.
without using them, or if you try to remove them, sorry, or if you try to remove them while this curse is in effect, roll a 1d10, and you become the target of the effect of the plague bracers table.
Okay.
Oh.
These bracers can only be removed safely with a remove curse cast at the 7th level.
Ooh.
Oh,
All
good,
right.
luck. Good luck, buddy.
Have fun.
Holy, yeah, no, hey, Dargru, it looks like we're gonna say the same thing we said for Boris. Good luck masturbating.
Actually, these are just normal bracers. They're just gold on the outside, and they do not have gloves attached to them. There's
His
actually
arms
plenty
aren't
of
covered
spa-
in weeds.
The weed actually extends to a longer length and slaps you.
Oh.
Ah, so
Oh.
you are also new friend.
Mhm.
You're
Well,
gonna
maybe
take one
you're in
bludgeoning.
luck now. Actually, you don't.
And then we have the forked greatsword damnation.
Ooh,
That one does not
Yeah,
require attunement,
That thing is cool.
and that one does not give you any detrimental effects just holding it.
Okay.
me,
What's the attack bonus on that thing?
It is a +2. Yeah, it's a +2. So it's a
Alright.
normal greatsword, so it's a 2d6 +2 proficiencies and all that fun stuff.
All right.
Torn
Right.
dual wield.
Me start starting the vehicle up.
So did everybody put everything on
Yep.
Yep.
except for the armor?
Yep.
Okay, Oz, I'm gonna zap your curse.
With remove curse.
Yeah.
The Banshee curse.
The Banshee
Yeah.
curse.
So you can't like
So you can actually
he's
rest.
useful.
So you can
What was
actually not.
Wait, hold on. There were two
die
curses
every
on
now
this,
and
right,
then.
Brian?
Well, the item is my understanding. The
Was
item
that one curse with multiple parts, or was that two different curses?
It's one curse with multiple parts.
So, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
uncursing you.
Uncurse me.
No,
You get-
congratulations. You have uncursed him. But
So
it
I have all
seems-
You got a free touch for me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have removed. So you are removing the disadvantage from skill checks and saving throws in bright light. Additionally, when you die, you change into a banshee. That's gone. But it appears that one of the abilities of the cloak was attached to the curse, so you lost your Mournful Whale. You can still sense the
Oh.
presence of creatures up to 5 miles away that aren't undead or constructs, know the general location, so nothing can surprise you within 5 miles. And you
And
can
I
move
can
through
still
other
phase
objects and, creatures and objects as if it was difficult terrain.
All right. I guess that's something I can take.
Oh, yeah.
Feel better now?
I do.
Is this
I
monkey a
feel
boy
peachy.
or a girl?
Why does that matter?
I had to name it, so I'm trying to figure it out.
Chuck, you do not
Does-
see a schlong.
God. It's a girl.
Oz is gonna look. Does it want a name? And look at the monkey.
It kind of nods its head a little bit.
I give it Virgil.
It slaps you on the back of the
Virgil.
head.
I cast Divine Sense actually at this. what am I?
You pick up. Actually, no, you wouldn't pick up any of those.
Oh my gosh.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna. So I'm
good.
gonna look at him. I'm gonna be like, geez, might as well call him Slappy.
He was just gonna. He's gonna bite you, and I'm not gonna control him if he bites you.
Turns out, plot twist, he actually likes the name Slappy.
Plot twist, he doesn't.
Oh,
He kind of looks. He's kind of staring you in the eye now, Owen, and he's just like, "You're gonna give me a name?"
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Thinking of a good name, huh?
Yeah, I am. Could do Salvador, but that one.
no.
Oh, I actually just realized. I think Lavina can use the
Roach,
Bracer's
no.
defense.
Does she have?
She's a monk, right?
She has different gauntlets on.
Oh, does she? Oh, never mind.
What
Yeah.
if? Hold on. I'm gonna look at the monkey and I'm gonna say, you remind me of an old friend my adoptive father used to tell me about. For some reason, I don't know why. What do you
Well-
think of the name Kilroy?
Oh God.
Oh God. Oh God.
Brian, I don't know if you
It's
know the story
glaring
for
at
this,
you.
but
It's glaring
so
at
it
you.
doesn't like it. Damn.
All right, Lothair,
He's gonna say, "Well, do you have any ideas?"
champ.
Chuck.
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 I
Yep.
love it.
Yes.
I don't know if you
my name.
misheard me, but I said it
Yeah.
did not. It
Yeah.
is a woman.
Okay.
Kilroy Lita.
No. God darn it.
While you're working on that, I asked
Yeah.
Lavina, like, where do we proceed from here?
Well, I mean, as the turtle over there was telling you guys, we can go in multiple directions. Either one, you can think of it as like an impassable mountain, and you have to go either one way around it or the other.
What is our objective?
I did mention this earlier, but we were searching for my sister's sword,
Oh,
the spark, and I know it's on the other side of that mountain. So it's kind of an end goal of if you guys would rather. Now, that mountain ends up being a separator between the two, so if you want to face one or the other, doesn't mean that the others won't be there. Like, for instance, there's going to be devils on the demon's side and demons on the devil's side. It's, war down here.
did
Right.
somebody mention that one was more rewarding or more challenging?
To be honest, I think it was just the ramblings of a madman, but I couldn't really tell you. I think both are going to be gruesome and unforgiving.
Thing.
I mean, if we're going to put it in simple perspectives, I know a couple of the directions. I know if we were to head to the path of demons, would come across the crypt of where the Hell Riders fell, the ones that my sister led into battle. But if we were to go the path of devils, we'd be going across the monument of Tiamat.
Owen, Oz is
So-
gonna hear
Morhazar
this
is
and look to
conflicted
Owen.
because Morhazar wants to help your friends return back to the way of the light, but Morhazar also wishes
So I
to
feel, as our path has already been decided,
demolish Tiamat.
since both Owen and Oz here wish to take the path
I was
to
just gonna say.
that
Yep.
monument.
Yeah.
Oz is gonna look to Lavina and he's gonna say,
Artemis.
"Wait, hold on. I'm double checking. Her preference would be to go the other route. Yes."
Her true preference, yes, would be the path of demons, because let me rephrase. I know that path better. I've traveled it before. Path of devils, I'd be less than helpful in navigating it. I only know of the major landmarks within that way.
Does anybody
Oz
have
is-
any magic that will help us? Any divination magic?
No,
I look at the wizard. No.
not my specialty, I'm afraid.
Oz is gonna look to Lavina and say, "So you really plan on coming with us to the statue of Tiamat?"
Why wouldn't I?
And Oz is gonna look to everyone else. Do you all really want to risk going there with us? This was
Wait.
a job given to Owen and I, not to you.
Doesn't mean he hasn't come around and given us hell for it. So why don't we give him a little payback?
Payback. That's the word I wanted to hear.
I'm all for some
Morhazar is
vengeance.
very conflicted.
Boris doesn't have much else to do.
Owen's
Well,
gonna look to
I
Owen's
look-
gonna
I
look
look-
back to, or Oz is gonna look back to Morhazar and he's gonna say, "It's because it's Tiamat, isn't it?"
It is because it's Tiamat that I want to go that route, but I also want to go the other route to help Lavina with her fallen comrades. So I am very conflicted.
So, I don't mean to be a stickler about this, but there is the path back. I hope you haven't forgotten that. So, heading through
True.
the path we've already taken would be much easier, but doesn't mean we wouldn't be able to get to the other side, the other tasks. So, it's a matter of deciding what now and what later.
Do you
I see
truly
what you're
think
saying.
your task can wait?
I think we should save the most difficult task for last.
And is the most difficult task this Tiamat place?
I would imagine.
Especially if you're trying to take down Baphomet.
The
Yeah.
question
That
is,
is the
can
greater
we,
demon
can-
of beasts.
The question is, will Malar be patient enough for us to save that task for last?
Time would be ticking.
If he keeps playing his game with us, it's going to get harder and harder.
I watched
not-
the monkey
May
get
not
tossed.
make it.
Right.
And he's also been known to escalate from what you've been telling us. Simple game of killing numbers.
So the question
to-
is,
We've managed his tasks thus far and he's yet to give us something that is beyond your ability or ours thus far. So, as I've seen,
That doesn't mean he won't later.
then
I have-
we have no control over that. I will remind you.
That is true.
I'll leave
What
it
you
at
say
this.
is true,
My
but
vote. I leave it at this. My vote is that we deal with Malar and his nonsense once and for all. And if you are really, and if Lavina and you others are really willing to do that with us, I'm gonna say there's strength in numbers. That's my thoughts. You can decide from here.
I do not know if we are quite strong enough to take on
God.
Baphomet.
I agree with Master
So-
Master Morisar in this.
So,
It's,
with the thought of being able to come back the other way, I personally think it'd be best to go the way of Lavina's sister first. And then on the way back, once we are stronger and
Oh, it
been
seems
through
that
more
you
challenges, we come back.
misunderstand. Where we need to go, both paths lead to the same place, to where my sister's sword lies.
Oh. Well, she said something about the other path had something to do
Crypt
with...
of the Hellriders. It has
Fallen.
the resting
Gotcha.
place of the people who charged with her sister.
Oh, the
It's-
resting place. Okay.
Oh, so she just
Gotcha.
wants to pay respects, is all.
Gotcha. Okay.
So she's like, it would be nice to stop by, but my thing isn't fully
Gotcha.
necessary.
Okay.
All right.
Then...
Oh,
all
yeah.
right, so that just
Then,
muddied
yeah,
the water.
then I'm kind of fine either way then, but I do think that I don't know if we're strong enough to take I definitely don't think we're strong enough to take him on quite yet.
If time frame in a case like this,
If we did, it would definitely be
We
a
have
very
a lot of
hard
variables
fight, and
here.
we might lose one or two.
We
There
have a
might
lot of
be.
variables here.
Is there any other information that anybody has that they might be able to share, or any other insight?
Do I have any insight about
Oh
having
yes, he's been
wandered
running
the
around here.
wasteland for a year?
Yeah.
So do I know anything relevant?
So let's try, since the roll wasn't great, you can
Yeah.
narrow it down to what you're looking for. So what exactly do you want to know? Like, narrow it down to an option, being like, what can we get out of this? Like, is there a reward? Is there, like, try to give me something that you
A
want to
more
narrow it
a
down
better
to.
question, right?
Yes.
Is there any like is there any serious threat on the path of demons?
From your knowledge, you know that there is 2 demons of great power along the path of demons.
Okay.
You know there is
So from that I can say that it's not,
Kostishis. You know Kostishis is along that. You know
Yeah.
Samarath is also along. But in your knowledge, you have also know that an even greater being of ice is along that path, but you do not have a name.
there are at least 3 great demons along the path of demons. And it may be not necessarily any easier than going with the path of devils.
Then I would ask this: who has the most risk, based on our direction of our choice?
well, it would be probably us too.
Then I would go. With,
Yeah.
then I cast my vote for whatever Master Owen and
Oz.
And
Master
Morzar-
Oz.
Oz, yeah.
So it would probably be
I
best
was
to
trying
head
to come
their
up with
way.
something clever.
So I guess we are all in agreement that we're going to get Malar done,
Very
out
well.
of the way.
Right.
Send goodbye to this monkey who has plagued one of our friends.
Yes.
Say hello to
Fair
this
enough.
other monkey.
You've got a new plague.
Yeah.
You got a new monkey, and I've got a new plague bracer. So we've got it all covered.
Oz is gonna look to Owen's monkey friend and be like, "Hey, you want to help us take out a really mean monkey? Meaner than you, but not as cool."
Kind of see it like scratching its chin and then give you a thumbs up.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds like he's on board.
There's only room for one monkey on this bus.
Juno.
That's
What about
right.
that? Juno.
He's gonna. Oz is actually gonna look at the monkey.
Did you say
does-
Juno?
Yeah.
It scratches your head with a smile on its face.
There we go.
Oh, you
Oh,
want to name it
Name it
Juno? Oh.
Juno. Okay.
I mean, I was gonna say I actually Googled changeling, the language of a changeling, and there's actually a word for underdog, or unseen helper,
Interesting.
and the word is eeks, and it's a common changeling name
Yeah.
as well. And changeling names are also non-gender specific.
Makes sense.
So Juno or Eeks? And I look at the monkey and have it choose.
It points at Owen. And
All right,
glares back
Juno
at
it
you.
is. Got it. Juno it is. Just thought.
Juno or Yeet.
We're not naming the poison monkey Yeet.
The poisonous yeet monkey.
Oh God, run!
No, we're not naming it Yeet, guys.
Yeet.
It's not. We're not naming the poison flying monkey Yeet.
All right.
Yeet.
Montana, tell them that naming a poison flying monkey Yeet is a bad idea. See, she agrees. She says it's a bad idea.
No one could
Okay.
hear her, so
Yeah,
Okay.
fair enough.
Oh god. Oh, so it turns out I have a pair of boots of striding and springing that need a new home and attunement.
Oh well, no, man.
Well, actually, let's just start. Is there anybody who doesn't have 3 attuned items?
I have 2 with that
I
cloak.
have 2. I do not have 3.
I'll have 3 as soon as I get my item.
Lavina only has 1.
Assuming these gauntlets that are currently
Oh, Lavina,
inside
do
of my
you
flesh
want
don't
these
fire
braces
to
of defense? Or
No,
she's wearing
those
armor.
gauntlets
Yep,
that are
she's
inside
wearing
your
defense.
flesh
Yeah, check that.
requires attunement.
I'll read the
Okay,
boots.
so I
of
don't
striding.
have.
I'll read the boots just so people know.
But
while
Javelin
you-
does not.
While you wear these boots, your walking speed
Okay.
becomes 30
Is
feet,
Lavina wearing
unless it's higher, and the speed isn't reduced if you're encumbered wearing heavy armor or wearing heavy armor. In addition, you can jump 3 times your normal distance, though you can't jump farther than your remaining movement would allow. So,
I mean, just having those and allowing her to, jump 50 feet. Wait, it
Yeah.
says 3 times, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So
3
it'd
times your
be-
normal jump distance.
So what's considered jumping in 5e? Alright,
It's
well,
it's
Oh.
there's a difference between standing jump and a running jump.
yeah, I'm just looking.
Um,
When you make a high jump, you leap into the air of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. When you're making a standing high jump, you jump only half the distance.
Boom, boom.
So
So
at
it's-
triple strength, you're going to go 9 feet plus 3 times your strength mod.
Yeah. So it'd be 12 for her. I think it's 12 plus the 3 from it, so it's going to be 15 altogether.
Yeah, I would say either Lavina or Boris. If
Boris
You want-
doesn't have a slot.
Boris
Who
doesn't
doesn't?
have a slot.
oh, I thought you
I
said.
thought I did, but my
Never mind.
gauntlets that are in my flesh require it.
Okay. that answers
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yo, Boris looks like a badass monstrosity now, though. Can we talk about this for a
God.
second?
So,
I've got an axe that has frost coming off of it. I've got
He's got
armor
an
that is
axe in
just
one hand.
the face of like demons essentially. and I've got these just gauntlets
Yeah,
made
so
of
good.
plants that are in my flesh.
And he's
A
got
good-
the axe in one hand. He's got like that javelin over his shoulder, like ready to fuck shit up with that. Like,
Lavina gets the boots.
All right, I'll add that in for her. Equip.
All right.
Oz is gonna stand up and because we've decided, right? We are going devil path then.
Devil's
Yeah.
it's whatever you
So
say.
Oz is gonna stand up, look at Owen, and then look to everyone and say, "When we get out of this, and we will get out of this, the drinks are definitely on me."
All right.
Speaking of drinks,
I'll hold you to that.
who had that ever-flowing goblet?
No, that's a lie.
That was a lie, apparently.
That is a really rude lie.
That's
We gotta go
blame-
punish Malar for that.
Yeah,
He's
we're gonna
he's
take
going.
that out.
Oz is going to
Gonna have
say,
words
"Don't
with
worry,
him."
I can really make good on that promise because the tavern at the town of Fandolin gives free drinks to the mayor's family."
Looks like we got some.
Oh, that's why it's on it, because you're paying for it at the expense of others. I get it now.
Yes, my dear.
Well,
Come on, I can't change completely over.
like we got a monkey to catch. Not you, Juno.
Not you.
It just scratches your head a little further.
I put the sack away.
All right.
So I guess I'm driving again. There we go.
As
Alright.
Oz goes to take off, or as Owen goes to take off with the car while we're on all on, Oz is going to bust out his lute and start playing a song, just like a super victorious song, like we're on our way to become legends. Da 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 da.
All right.
Yay.
All right.
Performance.
+9.
You're gonna definitely need it. 15. It was a decent song.
Better than what happened with the bagpipe.
Well, I mean, at the very least, Fisk wasn't there to fuck it up.
To chime in with his phenomenal playing skills.
Phenomenal.
I feel very inspired.
Yeah, it doesn't do
everyone
any
gets a
effort.
bardic inspiration. Aww.
No, it wasn't that good.
It wasn't
Aw.
perfect. Yeah, you weren't. He didn't sing enough. He didn't.
Actually, you know what? It does make me want to take a drink out of.
I'll be right
Oh,
back,
yeah.
guys.
This dwarven
Yeah.
magic ale. Don't you still have that?
Yes, that's what I was
You
going
do,
for.
don't you?
I've been waiting for a good time to do this.
If we're gonna have a good time, then this might be the last chance we get for another while. So
Driving along. Choo choo.
Oz is gonna walk over to Lavina and pull her aside, and he's gonna say, "So
Ooh, a little rough.
no,
You're gonna do
it's
like
not
the
like not
hand
that
slam
kind
on the
of
wall?
pull. Definitely not. Oz is gonna.
Oh,
pull
did
her
you ever
aside
want
and
to?
say-
Did you ever want to take that arcane check? For
Oh
that
yeah, let me
magic
take
ale?
that arcane check.
Oh yeah, and I'm reading my tattered journal.
Oh yeah, so you can add that into your inventory now because you have discovered what
Okay.
it is.
Right. All right, and I've already got it in there. So
I failed the crap out of that.
You definitely did. You were unable to tell what this ale will do for you.
Well,
Brian.
Is there like a warning? Any
Yes.
warning labels on it?
Yeah, it says drink with caution.
Is it in Dwarvish?
Yes, so you can't read it.
But he does
Can I
know
rec-
2 people around.
Does anybody know Dwarvish?
negative.
Yep. Yeah, what do you need?
Because I produce it. and I ask
Actually,
him-
Oz is gonna say in Dwarvish, what do you need, Lieutenant?
so I like give him a funny look, and then I show him the bottle, and ask him, "Do you know what
You
this
recognize the bottle from Candlekeep. Wait, he wasn't in that store, was he?
does?" No.
You were doing off your own thing at. Never mind. Morhazar would. And Owen.
Morhazar
Owen
knows
definitely
what?
would.
Yep, I
Owen
will.
and Morhazar would both recognize the bottle.
Yeah, show
Alright,
them.
so I'm
Kinda
gonna
like
just
show it to
reiterate
everybody,
what it
right?
says, it says drink with caution, right?
Yes.
Yep.
It
So Oz
says
is
the
gonna
grandest
reiterate.
of ales for all them dwarves who enjoy a wonderful drink. Drink with caution.
There you go.
What's can they make the Arcana check?
If he so decides to.
Might as well. Staring at the thing. Oh, that's a +3. So it's an 18.
That is exactly what you need to tell what the ale will do
Good.
for you.
Good enough.
I'm
Awesome.
back.
So this ale allows you to gain 50 temporary hit points.
Oh my god.
However, you have confusion instantly while drinking it.
Oh no! I'm not doing that right now. Oh my god.
Well, Crisis doesn't know this. Oz does. What
Yeah,
does
50
confusion do? What does confusion do again, Brian?
Anytime you
God.
make an attack, it can be any target.
You should give it to the driver. That's the smart. move.
No,
This confusion,
Uh,
temporary hit points, and the confusion last the same amount of time. So as long as you have that 10 hit points, you have that confusion.
Yeah.
Oz is going to look at Crisis and go, "Yeah, you should wait until we're in a less hostile realm to drink that, and not give him any details as to what that
Okay.
means." That's just what Oz is gonna say.
What? Do you wanna?
Oz is gonna say it'll
anything
make
else?
you feel great, but
Oh,
you won't
okay.
be able to tell what you're hitting when you go to hit something. In Crisis, you will end up hitting something.
I see. So save it for a fight.
No, save it for a fun night out where you're less likely to hit something. As in, when you are hitting something at all or attacking anything ever, you do not want this in your system.
I
Okay.
see, I see.
Drink in the middle of the next fight.
I'm still confused.
You'll be more confused when you drink it.
Yeah, I say that. You'll be even more confused when you drink it.
Okay. I think I get it.
All Oz should be able to do is tell you, like, don't drink it. Bad idea.
Okay.
It's not a completely bad idea. I mean, someone's about to die, he could just guzzle down their throat and, they get 50 temp HP.
I mean, that's true. And then they could end up stabbing him, even though he
Well-
just healed them.
More,
But
Morhazar sees this bottle too. He recognizes it.
Yes,
Does he?
Morhazar does recognize it, but he wasn't holding it nor inspecting it.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
drive him.
Oz
and
is gonna.
Morhazar isn't about to go and drink it either. Knowing. And
Oz is gonna-
Morhazar's drinking it before, so Morhazar knows what he ain't about.
Oz is going to.
Do you say that?
No.
Oh, you're just gonna keep me in the dark?
Oh, you're not
Yes.
gonna you're not
Let
gonna
this guy
enlighten
give
him
me,
of
like,
your
a mushroom?
backstory?
Okay.
Probably not.
All right.
Me driving. Are you gonna give it to the driver? I'm kidding.
No, we're not. All right, so now Oz is gonna go to Lavina and pull her to the side and say, "What are you rolling for? Do I need to be concerned?"
That
20.
couldn't have been worse.
Roll with
What
caution.
didn't work? What are you talking about?
You're gonna get
You know what this
suplexed off the minivan.
I think you were gonna saving throw, strength saving throw.
Yeah.
No.
I don't get
Nope.
it.
It was nothing like that. Nothing like that. Okay. Continue onward. What were you going to do?
Wait, no.
What? After you roll
Yeah,
that
hold
20,
on.
like what?
Wait.
What happened?
I cannot tell you.
Wait.
There's
You son of a bitch.
that's
This
so
is
funny.
supposed to
Can
be-
you tell it-
this is
all right,
supposed
at least
to
tell
be-
us whose role that was.
It's a roll for behind the scenes events.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay, fine.
How long is our journey that we're on right now?
This one ends
want-
up. It's been approximately 9.5, 10 hours right now. And it seems like you'll be coming up on your destination in a little bit. Your projected distance looks like it would take another 6 to 7 hours to get there.
You want to see the map?
Anyway, no.
You,
Alright.
Anyway,
you looking at the map? Yeah? No? Yeah? No? Yeah?
I mean, if there's a map, I guess I'll look at it.
Oh,
Make a wisdom
Say
save.
man.
idiot.
What's the
He
save for it?
passed.
Wisdom. Yeah, you passed. You're good.
Okay.
It's a
So you can
valuable
look at
item.
it without
If it
going
was
insane.
int, I probably would have looked at it, but it's wisdom. Nah, I'm good.
Extract information.
So you can recognize, because you've been familiar with Avernus for quite some time, you
Yeah.
can recognize some of the landmarks there. So if you wish, you can ask to
I was-
inquire
Hoping for this.
anything along your path for the path that you're taking. I'm going to list off all of the locations. This is technically for just Dahagru's ears.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can ask me for any of these that sound intriguing, and I can give you more information. You have
Okay.
the Demon Zapper, Bone Brobbles, Uldrak's Grave, Arkhan's Tower, Tiamat's Monument, Bel's Forge, Sibirax, and the Wrecked Flying Fortress.
All right. What was the bone grobbles or whatever?
Bone Brobbles. You know that the saying around the area from the cartographer himself. You have these words placed in your mind from the man who made the map, actually.
Oh.
Your future is written in your own blood. She'll open your veins to paint the story hidden in your heart.
Well, damn.
That
You-
sounds interesting.
You notice a maze of warped trees with bone-like vines stretching. You know that there's plenty of calcified corpses in the forest.
Forest.
And you also know that it has a lot of fungal mushrooms that feed on blood.
Ew.
Oh. An unnatural
I
forest.
mean, I wasn't wrong. The place sounds interesting, at least.
I'm finally glad
Yeah.
that something good came out of showing somebody the map.
Other than taking psychic damage.
what happened to the last people who looked at the map?
Oh,
Boris
I-
woke up
I
and
took 11
got a
damage.
headache.
Psychic, damn.
psychic damage too.
He's like, hey, Boris, you're awake. Take a look at this.
And actually, there's one extra aspect to the map. You know that the
Oh.
person who made it went insane.
Oh,
I'm not surprised.
I
I
see.
wonder why.
Well, makes sense. All right.
Oh.
Oh, right then. Well, so, can Oz do talk to Lavina now, like he's been trying to?
Yes, if you so choose.
Okay, cool. Oz is going to try and, pull her to the side for a semi-private conversation. He's going to say, I believe I still owe you an apology.
I believe you've done a lot of apologizing. So let me turn this around on you. Instead of apologizing, show it with your actions and not your words.
beep boop. Beep,
Beep,
He's
boop.
going. Oz is going
And
to
he's
look
outta
at
here.
her, kind of dumbfounded for just a second, and he's going to say, "Words are kind of my thing, but okay."
Because you still have to realize that I still have a grudge with you right now.
Oof.
I'm aware.
Oh,
Perhaps a game of dragon chess?
I've never known how to play.
Perhaps I could teach you.
You don't seem like the teacher type, though.
Come on, I'm trying here. You're gonna play dragon chess with me or not?
If I can get a backup.
I know how to play dragon chess. Yeah, I'll back you up.
You do.
Orthar knows how to play
Alright.
dragon chess.
Oh my god, you.
Do you have a chess
So,
set?
so Oz is gonna shout out, "Hey, someone wanna help me teach Lavina and be your
Oz, I
backup
would love
for dragon
to."
chess?" There you go.
I would love
So,
to indulge
shall we?
people in the ways of
All
dragon
right.
chess.
Who has the chess set though?
Oz does. It might. It's
I would-
it's either you or me, Crisis. 'cause
I
we
have
play
it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look to Crisis and say, "Hey, Crisis, mind if we break out the dragon chess set?"
This seems like as good a time as any.
Yup.
Are you
All right, so I'm going to be making 3 rolls. First one.
God.
Okay. So Chuck hit a lot of bumps, and you guys weren't really able to continue the game very well.
I'm
The
sorry,
road
my
was
bad.
far too rigid for any of the
I take,
pieces to stay standing, and they constantly
Sorry.
kept getting knocked over and rearranged and unable to really keep track of where everything was positioned.
On second thought, I take back what I said.
Oz is
This
gonna
not a
sigh
good time.
and say, "I suppose that is a good analogy for everything that goes on around here, huh?"
Well, it seemed like you guys were so excited for this game. Especially that one over there who was just yelling he wanted to play.
I do have.
Look at Dragonborn. It's like me.
Yep.
Drive smoother. Owen.
I can't make anything change this terrain, so you do what you do.
So we
So
probably have
Oz
to
is
feed
gonna
another
s-
soul coin to this machine.
So, I was just about to get to that. So, Chucky, you notice that the fuel gauge is less than a quarter. You're about you're about an eighth of a tank left.
Anyone want to go up there going right now? Or a little bit later?
Oz is gonna say, "I'll put one in after I finish picking up the pieces," and he's gonna be picking up the pieces to the dragon chess set. Otherwise, they're just rolling around the floor.
Oh, don't worry. I'm pacing them too.
Yep. I mean, you're picking them up, putting them together, so on and so forth. You toss in the coin, and you hear the engine of the machine roar very loudly, as if you hear like a beast awakening.
Much better. Does it go faster now?
It does go faster.
There
Does
we
it
go.
drive straighter?
Mister, I got through a lot of terrain bumps.
As
it's 'cause
you
you're dragging
haven't
all this dead
noticed,
weight.
there isn't a highway.
Anyway,
Did
so
you
Oz
just
is
call
gonna
the
say,
motorcycle dead weight?
You want to get off this machine and walk? That's your choice.
No, it's not. The funny thing, the joke was it wasn't the motorcycle I'm talking about.
Oz is going to
Oh.
Oz is going to look at Lavina and
Ooh.
ignore that comment. He's gonna say, "So, I'm curious. Tell me what Celestia is like." That's the name of the celestial realm, right? Double checking. Out of game.
Do you know what an antonym is?
I do.
Take everything that you see here and make it an antonym, and you got Celestia.
That sounds wonderful, but also, if I'm being honest, that sounds kind of boring.
Oof.
I missed that description. I'm sorry.
She was just saying,
I know.
take everything you see here and reverse it.
Oh,
Well, I mean, quite honestly, you're more of a chaotic troublemaker than you were a peaceful being.
Oh my god.
ooh, oh.
If
Oof.
the world,
I
if the
felt the
world
heat on that
didn't-
one.
If the world was a little more peaceful itself and didn't require some of us to get by with a little bit of troublemaking, then, maybe I would have turned out differently, but it wasn't quite in the cards for a changeling growing up in the Forgotten Realms. No,
Well, at least you aren't the kind of person who would end up here, right?
Hmm.
You kind of hear him coughing over there, and she's just raised an eyebrow.
Oz is gonna. I've done many things I regret. So, maintain the fact that it's not easy to grow up as a changeling in the Forgotten Realms.
Hmm.
I mean, honestly, I feel more like I'm treated like. I feel when I come down here, I'm
I
actually
mean-
treated more normally than I ever was up there in my changeling form.
I mean, well, if you so choose, I mean, you can always stay.
No,
I don't think anyone here will, if you wish to stay, you can. I don't think anyone would go against your own wishes.
no, I think I'm good. My mentor told me that traveling is important and that I should only settle down when I've really experienced everything there is to see.
That
Maybe
might take
one
you a
day.
while.
Well, I have some years on me. Or I have some years to go before I'm old and crippled. Maybe you could show me what Celestia is like. Sometime.
She's just gonna scratch her head a little bit. It's going, that might be really hard. Because
What?
you
You don't think my beautiful face would fit in there?
don't worship anybody. You're not truly an apostate of anyone there. You have to be granted entry by one of the deities.
You know, we have a pretty good person who could teach you their following.
Oz is gonna.
She
kind of-
looks
Oz-
back. She looks at you and she points at Morhazar and goes, "You have Bahamut there. You have Saloon from this fine gentleman over here.
I'll put in a good word for you.
I mean, if you're able to gain the favor of one of them, grand. But I've also
Totally.
see that you've been speaking to Torm, so if you're able to become his follower, he may be able to speak for you there too."
Oz is going to look and say, you could understand that."
I cannot speak Dwarvish. However, I am able to sense the presence of a deity. I am an angel. Have you forgotten?
Is there any radio
Let's
on
just
this
say,
machine?
after seeing all the evil that a
So,
evil
Chuck,
lying god
you
can
turn
do.
on the radio that has always been in this vehicle, and it's
You
nothing,
found a radio?
but it's nothing but Cookie Monster death metal.
Fine. Do that.
That's
It's-
amazing.
It's
Yeah, you bring
That's a
in
great description.
strictly an improvement.
That's a great description.
the speed of this vehicle with that music. Oh yeah.
Anyway, Oz is gonna say that.
For perfect picture for you guys, Chuck's driving at about 45 miles an hour, blasting Cookie Monster.
Heavy metal.
No, I actually found the song, by the way, guys.
No, don't.
I
There you go. It's in the.
Hold on.
I wish I could
can't.
play it, but I would get copyrighted, wouldn't I?
Yeah,
Oh, on the
yeah.
stream.
Yep. Yeah. Oh well. I'll listen to it later. It'll be fun.
It sounds terrible. Anyway,
It's perfect.
Yeah, what do you expect from the radio?
great.
Yeah.
Hell radio.
This is great. You see Cookie Monster music blasting out loud. Everybody around me must be hearing it. Oh,
Chucky,
God.
give me your performance.
Oh,
Oh,
man!
Chuck is flawlessly jamming out to this in a way that makes him look perfect in every
Like a-
motion and movement.
Yeah,
Oz is going to just look at Owen and start staring.
my
And
rock
just
star,
like Oz is gonna have a giant grin on his face.
yeah, I have
Just
the rock star
watching
hand.
Owen.
Yep, I have the rock star hand, one hand while driving.
He's going to lean over to
Actually,
Lagina and say,
I
think
imagine more as Chuck actually stood up onto his seat, one foot on the seat, one foot on the steering wheel,
that's what I was
flailing
imagining.
flailing his arms around rock metal as much as he could.
This is what happened.
Oz is gonna lean over to Lavina and say, "I think this is the happiest I've ever seen him."
I have
Do
to
you
agree.
blame him? This is amazing.
It's
I've never
certainly,
heard-
it's certainly entertaining to me.
That's what
The,
happened.
the weird ass
If there were
20s.
if there were smartphones in D&D, Oz would absolutely be taking his out to record this right now.
Putting it off. To
Really
the
quick,
back.
how far are we from our destination exactly?
Not far enough.
I
Last
start
I
gra-
heard,
So,
6 or 7 hours.
Can I make?
Yeah.
What do you need from me?
so
'Cause
you
I
guys
want,
get another long rest. Just letting you
Right.
know. You get a
Okay,
second
cool.
long rest to regain everything that you've lost.
Yay.
Right, I'm changing some of my spells around.
Yep, you're allowed to change your spells, get things rearranged. I know I've that. I'll be adding all of the fun equipment to everybody. Get that all squared away, all
Yay.
ready to go. And
Alright.
I'm going to call session here.
Okay.
All right.